Aha, ya do wase say wie wote yanka e wo neat 100.9 FM memanti en waso egu a wotie ne yeda se bebre say wie waba be kan ye ho ya ka wo se ne eye benada march bosumi da to so aduonu enwotwe 2023 in the year of our Lord donko aba pa sima aduonu emienu yaka ye enefo amakomako ahenu edioso enwotwe na kyerese afi 2023 ye de akwako wie na yenyanko wie na mekai wo safe ne edimo ediowotwe enso 87 it ye ne eye the 87th day of the year 2023 Ebusiafo wie ya yasin konye wo hwe live e wo Facebook and na YouTube Facebook no eye neat 100.9 FM live and na call YouTuber eye Despite Media. Your WhatsApp line no so you activate here 0503721744. Yeah, now do message no comment and afa hono mo aba. Wait me say the comment ni be aba e Facebook live hono mo. You back in kan breast fatemo e de amount. E ya no like no share na kama e de amayen. Aseda kese nkoma production crew Joe Damia Domak Jerry or say ajuma frema e na ya osafo. Enuanu mi adaroma no mo bo mi chidom awie ema be di dwumedie eba. E free sabre ko se no 9 ebe bono menemo na etie dwam e wa hase no nai bo pepa ola Michael baba gi adwa no agi entata de yakofie won se no nsia ebebo no nsia bo a e de no nsia kase bo no free peace 104.3 FM ebe Dr. Christopher Ampedu, the Samaritan man. Nana Ejenim Boateng, Nana CPC, Nana Muamma Hene, Nana Royal. Who are ho, winni ho, their legacy, Wija or Hono, Yabeko Soa, and their frau. I think Chakasian Koma, Prophet Dr. Kofi Odro. Papa Asumdwe and Count Baby Obia on it, Mama Rita. Reverend Eugene appear do Asumdwe and Count and Ne Evier. One Mama Sandra, Munina, Nebusian Michia will be Bia. After who I would Tim in Nibia and Chakasiapa and Co and Fama. I was here for a dear bitch, my drink a cram is a Mamma Yamanu Sibonio, Mamma Yamano. Ensibone monono. Mama nyama no si bonyo but matnas ya say every bragana yenya fa ahodie ma yen fa ne se yen Fourth Republic ye mu no yenya amampanyimfo ahodo pii babesi mampanyin na adodankwa ekufo ado eso yen hyase yen free former president flight lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings wonya ne baby eko no ye soja ni mapa enti yenya soja ni amana babedi yen so ne ye soja memuomu ena yedane yen ho eko kebami kabia memuomu odi yesu fie nwotwe ene ne tenaye ofiri ho pepepe ena yenya mampanyin dada John Ajekum Kufuor ono so ye lawyer ni obaye ena kyerese ono susu bebu wo man emfie nwotwe mampanyin dada Kufuor efiri ho no ena Professor John Evans Fifi Atamels ono no ye lawyer o sanso ye tax expert o san ye kyerekye ni kura ka ho ono susu ba bedi o man yi eso ebeboa ye ebe na famu de emfie nan entem ofiri ho ena communications expert Ira John Dramani Mahama ono so ebaye ono so beye na famu de ono free ho no yenya efese another lawyer mampanyin na adodankwa Akufo Addo ono sugusu a obu omen da ben ye be try businessman da ben ene ye be try businessman ahwe because empempi wutie technocrats no utie a political analyst no a ne omo kan say amemu te se de wabie adwuma wabie company wo fa nipa wo mo omo eye adwuma what you say na wo manage nipa no wo manage o resources a wo di bi adwuma no na wo hwese bibia betoto yi atoto na kwam wo mo ababedi yansu nyina wo bia ne ho mo wabie adwuma da afa obi wo. It is time for us to try a businessman. Obi a we bi adwuma afa nipa wo mu pen. Ye hwe so no so betimi adane o man hye brani a. We nya ntokwa. E ya adwenkyere. Sremo a mametuma da pa medamo ase. Ti abusuya sa wote menete menka mi bie telephone lines na to. Wogi de se bra so see etimi try a businessman. What do no matter your party affiliation or whatever, NDC MPP, what do you fat on chain? Who first say a brown to see a bepe or beer? Sabe, what me a beer juma pain? A fen nipa thousands of people, hundreds of people are all managing one more a jumaning we, a jumanda sotia, sebosumi beer or tria womaka. When you say brown to sense how for no, yet me try one be. Here say be a woman to bet me a Danny or may share brandy kakra. Near who baby a befa because apparently ye offense and me too many actually see a mampanyin for a back when you will be a no will be a juma fendipa. Barriers here, Mr. of Wadrenbra 0302243540 and 0302257902. But I drink there ebra na yenhwe say yetimi try businessman e man ye ya e bia na enam de so. Na Ghana, Yensebre Asasa. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, Ejo, you penny Evans, but you're to say. And then the only first person I've done into me. Amen.
Dear Nanaji Nimbuati Mobiam, and you Canada, Japan. Mammy, I said, Canada, ye na may say, I don't think I'm a Thai Canadian. You see, who your investigation over workers 7,000 out 12 men. You see, your friend is saying, who drew most away, so baby are weighing a way trucks no one. Who see works iron rod factory, fresh a crowd. This any pay, I was at your bonnet, because they are tried in Masha, Omoba, special crown before I see in your mind, I don't no crown yet. But I know a businessman, it is a Yamian, I don't know bar. In time, I'll bet to Nyoma. That's it.
Ben Someda Sipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good
Bajo Dini Baby Afri.
My friend Gaskia.
Bajo. Yo, Gaskia, it's you.
You won't be a man, you miss your name about my Ghana. Now, what is a businessman? I can. A year, papa, we not some kind of thing and some putting noble. Yeah, and for one more, what you better one. What's the man? I'm business maybe I will move to the new house. The she nipa that said we mean so in Fatum, Papa Sinu. The nipa pano could tell me the Papa was a bit too company. A many do my papa. No more can you mobile basis, no more pray at your pardon, name and my own. Maybe my amwa, and can then it there too. I think a business matter of the paper. Now, some can be some papa on the pen from what you said, oh my dear, almost to form. I get business, maybe not could be 2 months, my.
Medas Gaskia, hello, good afternoon. Oh, Atiachumo, Kafra, Sakona Brebio. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
If I told you, baby, Afrifi.
Adawoma, a Waunia or Cromansa, and I'm afraid a year.
A chance for where, dear.
Or Body Adawoma, a chance for one decent concron.
It's you.
Yo, at some year, and one wakano. Now, and you be a say, a year we are Kennedy at Japan. Ghana had here, obedient to me, Kennedy Japan. I was a business, a businessman, politician. I will bet me about the GA. I'm not say the economy, etumi akọ enim. Nama yen your first business, etumi atumpowa. Yen tumi nkwati Canada Japan. So we share any power for the parties awesi. Ono kasa ko dumping, I say dumping. That's it. Factory we blow one ko for net my. What about temaya? That's it. Well, we your first coastal can see a part as a woman at the boo for you, Maya, say what you are, and son of still factory, a young lady can be boss, ye, walk up blue memoir, and your manager or 2 was it is any power, say a manaquina, Nessa or Bobby Dua, or the second Trump in the world. Ama, oh my Ghana, Medasi.
Men so medas, Abusian was watching, Ayo saying hello, good afternoon.
Obagada.
Hey, so for mammy one. Hey, yango.
Ladies and gentlemen, the way in no credit, what Canada now queen. Now you know you're a businessman. No what economic background kakra. She said Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. And he said, boy, papa. It's a bad you must say my any problem. Economy is to beat me out of Tonyama. I'm more minded it me into a pay friend.
Now, of mammy. Of mammy. His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, also a businessman.
Oh, let me do him.
Minimum, why be a Juma? After any power moon, me person me who so that you're not fronting for such people.
Businessman,
sir, why be a Juma? Why be a Juma for any power woman? Because we need somebody who can manage people. But yo, me that's so I'm Juma, me that's I was here for as of my media no one so what Jenny Aya was saying. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Maybe I told you baby our free.
How are you?
Your original class yet you. Oh, original. Where the Kafra Kwana sign bra. Hello, good afternoon.
Mami Soja.
Yes, Papa Chodini baby afrefi.
Bibi aboko de.
Yami domboko. Udini baby afrefi.
Yeah, unia be my Prince mobile phone.
Yo, Prince. Yet you.
1, 2, 3 ultra modern.
Yet you.
Me de ne say. Businessman who yeah. But Brenna drew the whole world no obie ko digital. Okay, if you say yeah, Papa Baumia, but say yeah, because the whole world no obie ko digital.
Meda sipi, meda say hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Me pa chodini baby afrefi.
Your friend me amu God me kasafi abelenpe.
Me pa cho yenko.
Yamzi, me force to say a businessman about, but Canada Japan the onia kuma obetimi aye but na kuma hano too much. I pay businessman obetimi dine now so obetimi akasa banye Kennedy. Kennedy by president that you Ghana.
Sir, we are sure.
Oh, me are sure.
Only say looking at your posture, your mental attitude, any bibiano, we need a radical person or better than in Yemeni.
Oh, Ghana from Kasana already stubborn there. No, nobody.
A bear west.
A bear west.
Meda sippy. I was watching saying hello, good afternoon. Bacho di ni baby afrefi.
Bacho man BIAMAH ko to say.
Nyame adome ho ye pa.
Bacho your friend Akoya me kasa free sprinters Eco Bank.
Me bacho yeti o.
Me dey American say bia of mine Bruno. Obi obetuma ye o mine ya Dr. Baumia or ne pe. Hello, when you are munyana by ye bet or mun train kasa enu almost.
Mo Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, Macho Dini baby afrefi.
I'm so Jamaican, the Agonaba MP, Sika, so Adam Nana.
Agona ba yeti o.
Biam the answer and Mr. Mamma.
Aha, yanchia o hampacho. Hade yanchia besra o. Me do tu mu apawu na okọ.
Yankoso. Biam the asam na there two ejaso ebeboa your my sebio you say yem info a omotumi bia adwuma etumi amanage nifana ewo mu no na ewomode adwuma so akosi bobre bia yankete say yes papa oya de say eye yenwura say kwame that's why say eye yenwura mu say say the Japan mu say but problem na wo ye na ka say MPP for say enye MPP de nkwa na ye den ye ka
Me da se odo ye wo
eye ba o mia hwasem na ye ka wa
me da se pa agona ba. Hello, also for adwenkyere ebra. Wudi ni baby afrefi.
Hello, BIAMAH.
Yes, my dear Mpacho Udin.
Anka to buy ni o.
Yo, aja to yeti o.
Yo, why are the topic here that baby I had the papa, I'm sure. Na BIAMAH. Maybe I MPP nwa awodre na me jedire obiara odzimu obotumu aboa na yakọ enim. No mo ipa ba ko bi wo me oye honorable ke Japana. Ono ayo boyisi he is tried and tested. Oyo bia onankasa adwuma no oreye. Oyima okwa na be a wo manage adwuma owo companies more than necessary. Yeah, kakaki o nso motorway bi. Oye iron rod factory is no motor. About for more than 1,000. Session about about three
Yo.
How do I call it? Me na wo gura wo ye juma kasa.
And I say uncle ato. And I sippy. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Biamzi, Bacho, Yabokodi.
Nyame adom wudi ni baby afrefi.
Bacho, your friend, fellas, me for every book was article.
Yo, Filippo yenti o.
Yeah, as no kind of look up. Na, say, Mr. Wu, Obia, why be da? Fine, John Dramani Mahama, why Obia? Who's our buy and why I did papa? And I mean, you also ye, businessman. Mama, say, will be to be brilliant, so one come Obianti. And I mean, you also should do your Ghana. It's a necessary, any manner, or no cry, box at the Kramutum Famano. Or a businessman, Papa, Mama will be on Casabi Bridge, the man I'm in Boy. Because the man I mean, you are no money about Mama.
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon. Hey, Alaji one, Alaji Yanko. Alaji Yanko.
You, Yankupon, come, Najima Power, your ma, oh my Ghana. Dear Wabeka, bog your mamma, dear, we are no one can't say one chase and Yaman Pengu. Now, when I shake your mamma, oh, Ghana have you. We have the men.
Alaji Obi Adrench, then on no one patcho.
Oh, now,
if I owe dear bra.
Maybe I know correct. You see, this time around, Nanado, we are. Yeah, the chief Kojo Alan Germantin, or no, now that line also. And to no over to my begi or my Ghana. Assistaniama, Amayana Bonse Amano. And to BIAMAH or Babia, Yanko, you know, Babua. Your mama crowd, you know,
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, my precious, delicious, virtuous, and insurance. Oh, BIAMAH.
Yes, I'm going to say. It's a me too.
Yo, sister, may I come with the share? Ghana member down. Another Ghana mess, my yaman corn. The improved about a Jumanado. May the be a better son for it to be better son, day, I to the best son, and why? Jim Mr. Yena, Yan Taba, Minichi, Yamabua, you my pa, my people for the Yanos on Prado. It's a saying down, whatever backwards never. If it is coincidence, I have to do it well, I do it care. So maybe I should make me fat. You could or man cannot see ya. Oh yes, and then the 8 years also count where people have been well. Ghana will be the benchmark. Ghana will turn in cases around. It is forever, no question ever. You're making it.
Meda Sippy, hello, good afternoon. If I told you, baby, I'm free.
Who are my money?
It's you.
Yo, I'm a man. How do you better than a pa? Oh, yeah, before my Ghana. This man, okay, yo. And so, the same as the other, you might as well. Go to Kabako. Never be president and the car for it because, hey, the president didn't see. I know what to call that. And no, you're coming for ya. Businessman, and I know no businessman, so yes, that's it.
Meda Sippy, hello, good afternoon. But you didn't baby, I'm free.
And I should go to know what I can here.
Yo, Mini Abema, Yanko.
Germany, this time I'm more about it. I need my dream. But the share on the media opera, you point out.
Amen.
A bomb fire, I think I'm no one to find.
Hey, brah, nada, what time, Anna?
Oh, Daddy.
Hey,
Sir, what we say, I'm going to mouth.
but you already am. Aye.
Oh, that because open, and
Debbie,
so. And the other kind, my memoir about. And I'm in here, you are going to Martin, incoming president. We have no castle. Ghana, Yasha. Obi Obabeji Ghana say, Yama. And Penifra Banya will be answer fata. Yama say, who you ever put the Martina? Here you go. Ghana for any that's for. You are ready to give a producer. And we will give you the Ghana delegate, MPP delegate. Almost disappointed, Papa. So I had manager MPP delegate. Almost or buy access. Meaning you are manager. In the manufacturing. For Dr. Martin, no size. I mentioned we are Kababa Fire Boa.
Meda Sippy, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
If I told you, baby, I'm free.
If I saw your son, I better look for you. I make a sexy dance for my.
But you.
That's
how you tell.
Thank you, Bessa, Obia. Oba boy, my ethnia.
Hello, Bertha.
Also for Chiraboson. Boom. Papa no wakuma papa. Onu na se ye toma no na so obegina oman mu a. Obetimi aboa ma oman ya sesa. Esi onu na wakuma papa ni adwen papa nyuma so wabie bebre.
Meda Sippy, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, MAAME AKWAFO.
If I told you, baby, I'm free. Amen.
Yana na kwame me free ni wotan na kaka sabre ye ma me teliza wuni oso ochi apa oba papa oba na osho okakrin of a ono anede for no obi any contest akra america na se inumsi nyame ya adoma 2025 for net de aba 7th January na NDC ebe sure ye in amia bebu o man o hwe sabre ya Amampani ekufu ado watoto omana tete apansam no ise bibia no ekoyi omawe mu nya de ebetimi ahwe enhwe han ma MPP ade akoso atena bawe mu
Meda Sippy, hello, good afternoon.
Robi Asante Kotoko.
Nebosu.
Tete Asante no.
Nebosu. Apembeba.
Nempim said ye
That's right.
Yenko, by him kane. I'm in Chakofa by. You already also Chakofa by no sir Ghana. Which you must only for buy. Oba ma biama. Na wo hwe adwuma omampania be yekwai. Na Ghana for the yom kasa MPP wa abamu a omani di. Na yenya be ma la nkodo Martin 1G1F. Ni wo gidie mapa. Sa dachi nyuma po omampani be no Ghana for wa twemu twa so madi dwuma di be sensa. Na oni nyo be ma e for sion si o lovely. Also can wo mla sebegem am yakwa nim. MPP no on the post.
Meda Sippy, hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, MAAME BIAMAH.
If I told you, baby, I'm free. Hey, FO, Yanko.
So, MAAME BIAMAH, stop thinking out this traffic. Hey, I'm on for this.
Aye, so Ghana for you, Subayano, no. I didn't my straightforward. So, when.
Say, Ghana, yes, I buy on the digital station paper. Obey digital. I need, and BIAMAH, who bet not now see the office here.
Now, what is our bank? I call Momoso. You are a cafe to back with starlight. When we need my and yeah, I mean, I'm professor would you waste your topic. That then they say, we transfer parliament, no better about no didn't start or better put. Jacob Abba, Ghana, you say,
Meda say Nyamboa ya wada ye beka no ho asem meda sipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mami Soja.
Pacho di ni be bia frefi.
Edward ni ka se free center mere.
Adi yeti o.
Yo, ewie ene me chia watifo a wo mu etio ene wie. Wasem na wo dia beto ne de ayasemba papa o. Na ye hwe ura Canada Japan a nyame nu kra ni wabo adwuma papa. Rendi ese delegate no se probi a obeboa ye ma adwuma etuma koso wo man mu dia. Ene yemfa Canada Japan na minim papa ba ko ono nso Ghana ha adwuma bi na sei pa Ghana library na sei angasa ma papa ura e forsan waba be ye ni ye pa ndi ono nso be ka ne ho e won zama du agiri na ye de na ko ndi medawanse awie.
Meda sipi. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, darling. Nyame adum pacho di ni be bia frefi.
Let me say Talankash ni upright.
Teto yeti o.
Country Ghana for say the poor or your leader or by Ghana or by fishing. Alan or by Juma so what they do. Uncle good that said what die and none are Ghana for any the what papa any portion and then no assembly plant ya aba car or Ghana hano and I'm chief Alan Kojote maintain.
Meda sipi. Hello, good afternoon. Ejoso na ho te sai.
Me wo ye
Yenko.
mu de phone.
Ehu pa yenko.
Amen chia mo papa che jan ko me le minister. Wa papa plaza so mo chia papa. O so bo adwuma.
No mas.
Yo, ya mi kan nyina ne se. Ya na no aye tumi sisi. Mpuntu no.
Eja mo lower radio no, dum no. Na o kasa ye bete won so bete. Why?
Say.
Ai dum no.
Aha.
Yenko.
Ya mi ka se. Obi e for so se obeba no so abaye ne from de aboa. O de aje. Ka yi awo kan la be yi awo kan. Unse etimi ma antitiye bebre. E kira bakosem ne ye yire fie ni ade ni nyina but eni ho. Je wo probi mu kura buku akenkan ya wunya. Ye be chere se wo momoden ase wo be ye sa de na bo aban no. Se wo che Jacoba wo ba ye sa de no de abo aban no.
Eda sipi di America nyina ne se Ghana ha amampanyimfo aba sin the Fourth Republic ya nya amampanyimfo aba a lawyer fo wom communications experts wom a teacher fo wom tax experts wom army fo wom soldier fo wom wom nyina befa omanyimu ekọ obi abe na famudie ena mi bisa se wonyi ni se wanya ndc MPP asemo aye bi ma befa ho a womo ye no wonyi ni se a brand say you try a businessman because technocrats omo kase bia omo kase ubu oman ye te se wa bia adwuma wa fa nipa e wa adwuma no mu a wo hwe won so adanda won atua wo mo ka it is a sana memotie dia edi na si yen kwanse e betry obi a ono so bia adwuma afa nipa pempempem e wo mu a businessman and ndi ne try obi sa. Hello, good afternoon.
BIAMAH.
Yes, odo ye wu. Pacho di ni baby afrefi.
Pacho ye from Mr. for me kasa feel like dey go.
Pacho meet you.
Yo. BIAMAH me ne wo nya dream. Me ma dream ni say ye hwese de e wiase enne ekoya. Ye nya obi a wo wonim de sonko. Abranti a wo hu se de wiase no eko. No mo manga na so yetinya tumpon enne ibia ye digital. Ibiana aye digital and economy empire digital. Enti media meeting say yen try Dr. Mahmoud Baumia yen trap
Meda se bi nyamisha. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Hey, wo jina so ankasa. Hello, good afternoon. Hey, what for Kebi? It's a one can't check. I won't put to say.
Asamoah. Dr. KJ Sikachia na nampa dubi na hapa samike. Osmete won kanche was want to men kanche say a more we the more do mo bonyum kakanka ka de mo nyina abonyum ma.
Avakebi.
Nyo na ade abonyum ma sa. Efiri.
Asamo.
Ai.
Ba jo bibia boko de.
Mame, ubende sa na e kan ho so na nyeboko.
Eradias. Enko yiti.
Mame, o topic ade ato no ye na me de me ne wo na enya adwene. Se emfa ho se wa bi adwuma se wa ye den na wo bi adwuma nyankopon sa wa mo ni nyina pepepe. Obi a wo de wotimi ye. Obi na ye kan obi se obi ye leader obi say de obo obi a de timfa ho se wo de nyankopon de show mu no so obi adwuma me ni panyi bi ye obi nso de wo de share ni mu ene so wo no nso be leader no no nso aboa em watimi abi adwuma obi a wo de ntinye emfa ho so ye businessman so wunye leader obi a ye no ensi aga na media me wogidie se ne Ghana Africa His Excellency Adodanko Akufo Addo peso alanko jochire mantie bie 5 car companies ye hye car o Ghana enipa hodo se na enya adwuma ye yo betima ye mamrantie ne maba wanya adwuma ye no bia benya na no aduane kakra enipa try and tested se car companies ahodo no nko akeke na one district one factory enipa nya adwuma ye akoro no so bete bibia so bete ema ye bo no as a leader utimi bie nyuma so hwe kasapra kunum ni ade ane obie ni nipa nyadwuma ye na ekoso sa ene ye friend leader. That is my thought. Me that's it.
Mensume da CP of AKB. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Eba chodi ni baby afrefi.
Pacho, mami bia man pacho, really unia be masankara ni. E ka se fra denta.
Yo, yeti yo.
Really minya panyin KB, baby odiwi ye na wanam difi. Sam really baby o man duru. Ihe ni pa obetima bebie enyuma amammburu enye biayo they say na nado adawro ma free education tino emabunu unu wi no mu wi omu wi so ya da se bu adwuma ena mo bepa ye nti nipa obetima bie enyuma amaga amawu enye biaye die usan yura alakoju tamaso ho a enye ye bebi ba kokura chance papa no de woni de na waye bi pani oba ye adwuma wa bie one is one factory enye me koso ye ties wa ha na nsa ye tie company na egu wodi fa ko shema menne entuma ye dwuma omo ye cars ye hyehyɛ ne Ghana enyema bebre nti papa ne de mambia ma usa no wonye yi na me to aso mesrawo nsonwam aduagiri yewura na domple opeso ko no push enso so MPP party no ekwani wasa yewura
Meda CP. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon. Udini baby afrefi.
Your friend watching favorite class central.
Yo, eja watching it yo.
My boy Bazufa, but we are was a CIA Cantamanto side or amount for a church here. Omo Bazufa, Mammy Biamah, a drive we are saying that's where you know your. It's in America on Pani, Juma Bonnet or Jumara.
Men.
A boy, a bomb fire said Ghana Hano. Now, for Obama and Society, Abba. And I never bano. Almost say a real say. Don't just na wo fa adwuma wo fa adwuma na wo school akọ ni nyina no ya kwa wo betime de wo ho ode nyina pe wonim de bepe enso no se o man peni potimi supporto na wo timi fo wonim na ya na du tambia ne ejabo ankronkro no nko aso e basa no ma ho ode no eso e wo fom na wo hwe onabo alanko de kire matin je wo ya wati bia ye na nwuma bedro ne wo school ne akọ en wo tuo ene nim de wonya wo wiase nyina no investors ankasa wo ne mugidi. It is a Ghana no ye timi do man shanin sa abema investors abaman ni mu abebie nyuma and nipa so enya bia ye wo hwere na do free education odi ba ye nkura ya ko school ekuta certificate se ya wo ko pa adwuma na nkuta certificate ayen fawo na do nim die mu no wotema man nkura ko school anya certificate so say ye timi to obi a se ona bola nkura chamati no bebie nyuma na Ghana ye nya adwuma na nkura so ti certificate
medase busiafo ye de yen course be siase na me ko ahomaso na makodi enkomo kakra lawyer are more that a spokesperson and as opinion in the casa Emma Honorable Kennedy Wahine Japan. Na mene no betwetwe nkomo kakra e de afa scenario yi amitwa e de eche Ghana fo ye binom agema no esi baabi. Lawyer area ya mo ha o.
Ya minu aba na ho te sen.
Kristo adom me ho ye pa na mo so e.
Nyame aboa ya awi. Na de be kan se anonyam kase adu bi ka twedi apo.
Amen. 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 Lawyer, we enye bebrebia. Me na matena sia na madwen na mehu se since Ghana ye share Fourth Republic ase. Yenya soje niam na bedi yenso. Yenya a lawyer for mama bedi yeso. Yenya communications expert, tax expert na asefo wo mu nyina aba bedi yenso ekọ na Ghana ye hu tebia se ye wo mu. Yenso ye mpanyimfo ye ne binom di nkomo technocrats nom ne economists ne nasefo ye ne omu di nkomo omu compare governance to obia wa bi adwuma fa nipa wo mu na on manage adwuma no saa na memuo wo mo esusu se etie eti wonyi se bia ebraso ese ye be try obia oye businessman oye business inclined a wo hye da bia nwuma afa nipa wo mu a wonu wo mo ye adwuma out na oda so manage nipa na wotua wo mo ka yenya obi saa ma no bedi wo man yi so a wonyi ni se Ghana ye nhyebre ebesesa
Domini aba me da sepi me se asem ni nyina na waka no Yesu Kristo osimo waka asem no waka ni pepe Ghana it is 66 years now presence abba nyina omabua amya lay down the foundation for the country to take off. Baby as say you true. Send your kind no ya obi a ode osie ebe yo yo. Obi a waje bi pen. Ke ono bo akompre ko Japan. Ena ono wo ye businessman no. Wa bie nyuma. Sabri baby wi ase ko no baby a Ghana adu. Ghana for AP enyuma aye. Enam se enyuma eni ye krum hanti. Ghana for mofra sore a no omo nam desert ni so no omo ko Libya omo ko fa onton edi akọ Europe bebrebe wu wo kwaso enti senke nyuma e wo krum ha e na Ghana for mofra ma enya enyuma ya enyi ni se enko mbe take this risk akọfa desert no so edi akọ hwe baby ya duru no enye se ye be fa obi a flamboyancy obi a onye bida wo ma bobo wo din nyina no omo ye managers eno de ye gitum se obi na bie nyuma ena uye minister kra na ye bie adwuma ena wo manage se uye bia no mo ha omo pre abanya ni nyina obi a am manage bibi ba akompre ko de man ye sonko no se ono de on manage you but obue o his an entrepreneur ya obi bie nyuma ya o create nyuma ya o create employment emma Ghana for make us say oba wi ase nyina no wa bie nyuma ma afa nipa over 7,000 people ya me kan say mass ya o feed wo mo enti obi a benefit say obi a onim kuru no ene dini na treno ano papa yi enema wa ye bia kire say onim kwanya ye faso bia duma emanage ni business is a muda enti mrena so say e wo say yenya obi a obeli di country no manage country no as a business a woman manage country no as a business If it is a deficit, yeah, sorry, there be a trade deficit. Now you have na yet mu wo ne ko IMF. Ebinsi because na nyuma ye bia na at the end of the day bia on your profit. At the end of the day bia no e was obie no nyumam. The see am no ka say. All about compare or the largest coal store in West Africa. Yeah, e koswa e dipa ya adwuma ho. The see am no ka say or build the largest steel factory. Yeah, a friend, Ashanti Steel Factory. Ewo, Emma, motorway in chain. Yeah, your friend is saying, well, completed about 60%. Yeah, sad man will be December of this year. Oh, yeah, and you pay a very much Mako 1,000. And a bay sad in you may. Or the bottom sika there you. The piano of green the pahon. And the sandy pay and Brenna so says Ghana for a penuma yedia. Then you will be a what baby no man was said abandon a man. Share. Yes, sorry, I can't say. Ghana, Kuayen, Boyen, Quayen, Boyen. Oh, Papa winning lawyers or communicator, sojafo obi anyafo da enso sa Ghana fo onimo a ono bo akompreko wa ye banchifo e wa mantin atebubu ya wa dua banchin ko a ya ye hectares mako 2500 ya wa sa starch factory e wa atebubu ho a banchin ye tu a ye san da no etwe starch free mu enipa ye adwuma is about 900 people are all adwuma enipa ba ko pe enunti amremre na ya drum Ghana for tietie Ghana for pe obi obama adwuma ye because obi obama wa adwuma ye no eche se already obama wa aduane eche se obama want ma pefra eche se obaba kro no kro na wa gi wa free street no enti kro no bo eni nkola wona na basa basa eche to dog chains nyina omoni da so nyina na se omo peduma ye enti baby etu no ehia obi a wa ye bi pen ehia obi a o ye businessman ne hand the baton to him. And you know, yes, Obia play the role every. Then so every afternoon, Juma, we are young at my year, and they tell we are because you go crab bone the panel. As some more catch the pan say, go and tell the land. There's a cop, Nekoya Juma, let him 50, never did. And a compra good year, why ye be pay, what be a Numa. A pass from say, and Numa Obia be, no. Familiar bar. Wouldn't say or say, Cardiothoracic Center, our 37 military hospital, and cost about 6,000 million, or they check Ghana for, or they check Ghana mine.
600 million, go to figure ni mami.
$6,000 million. Yeah, or this Cardiothoracic Center. Yeah, and no, a such a Cardiothoracic Center now, yes, in war, Palibuno. We have best Makuma 80. We our X-ray center. We our dialysis center. We or the MRI it cost 1 million. We can chiaka on case ya deba abesimo. But the doctors Makuma 8 37 Edwomo Kwabu say Omoko specialized wo akumomu yare ni haramu yare no mo famra emebo Ghana fu. Binuaba or the bottom sika na ye. Ne busa me ho say lawyer ni busa me ho say communicator ben busa me ho say busa ho say soja ni ben en kofa bubo mu nyina edin no kwan na watu ni bottom sika se me ye bibi kese se e dia a check Ghana mine en ka umpo obi kwa kwa yesa de busa fo bepo no se na wonye sika na bonso amfa me mine ni ndi ewo ayi osu na wo de ya check Ghana mine en so wa ya check Ghana mine penensen ye Conference Teaching Hospital, Oncology Center, Babia, when you cancer, Yamame form your cancer, and woman no for a being almost civic cancer, any form of cancer, be a almost be a or a say, not contract in the wood. Yeah, I was said, Conference for Coachia, $145,000 United States dollars. Now, I restore contract in the mall, no be fix the machine in mall because we be on your cancer, be a some machine, treatment, no be film. About 80% we use that machine. The board a compare one money. A while no sign a check of $145,000 US. That time where I know way the management of the Ranio or the Odo Amapa. People here warm. Ghana phone here warm. Otiaka amane machine a year Juma or Conference Teaching Hospital because as a businessman, the GDN say and then the team upon you say. The Omani Beko Swa, this is Impomutini, Oman from Pomutin, a Munia, and son of mine Akoso. And so, all cycles or the Empamaku Henry, about 6 weeks ago, when Nicotine was in B, which is a hobby, and our chair and Panua, mattresses Daswo, yeah, pillow woman, yeah, state of the art hospital bed, yeah, with me. The chi move na eda dan ko be e di koche comfortable for o send pay na ye na sem obi a owa badaye obi a o se Ghana first obi a o se ono de okasama womo a omu ni bie obi a ono de o se o the hope and da so ma womo a omu ni edidas sani pay ene ye kana sem na nsenya bi o so ono se Kumasi Domfu ya tuba ama akota be a first ne friend race course no Ose ne ho ye sum pa
na wonye
sum wo ho ye ma menum ni enu ya mba Kumasi 4 edura na twa na to for to wo sika ne ehwim omo bag ne to mobile phone omo su the ball all over money or the bulb mako 2,000 bulbs ako race course na edura na dina duru pa e ho se hyin o de bulb no so kwa no no aso na ko pair yisi for e mo de bulbs no bo ho e no sa tua wo mo ka o wie no sa che meter e di mo akuma sikum for ene ho ene magazine for nyina enipa ya kana se no ni o businessman there can be of killing conform say me productivity me percent koso baso me mem because me mind any ya e better me the business akoso extreme time dum so buy that man in hospital when you operation plan in my life of that man me for be papa for be that you operation plan and say be ono we born a man and no 1,000 kVA generator I find the plant no to come out from the hospital e dey be bio na menka ya Ghana for be hu se sa papa yi o abada ye e dey be bio na menka ya Ghana for be hu se papa yi o ye businessman no be ye businessman bia no o do be ye bia on dwene ho and say what the Ghana sika nyina hye ne nsa what the Ghana dey defend the national pairs na what the share akompre konstem wa what did so be ma tokuro abeda ho ama Ghana sika no anwina go fam ana there be oboni nyuma ho ban with my Ghana so sika ho ban o se oba onu de on my yen crack anuane free amarone mawo ene aka say the trade deficit ekoso na mum obe use the 5 northern regions Accra Plains Afram Plains now all they produce enough to feed Ghana West Africa in general or no or believe in agro processing and no what started or a maintain no and it's baby no and yet theory and yet book musem they mum a yese obia obitimia run in paboa a run atari guho na wasim no ne afufo abob no say a was a farm and a businessman there not doing is to make profit. A businessman there, not doing is to create employment. And to Ghana for years, I find the Mranaso. The mere boy and another Kufuado, or one yak of after. Edo Secretary na Abba Ghana say African Munita. African population in now say 1.3 billion. That's a young Obia, or her population as the market. Locals will be used to Ghana, your resources are your war. Your minerals are your war. The critical minerals are your war. The foundation minerals are your war. In your bar, your war. The media chain. Oba Buanyan, Amia build the factories that you be producing near feed the whole of Africa. Let's have your papa on the tree more. Let's have your papa on the tree. Now the tree will pop back for pass so a tourism. The Oba and Sashadie. Only free muda because Onyame actually Nima and Nikwase Kagana. Your fire can't tell. They are called a mofuho, Niako parody yourself, Niako begi, Usika, some meboy. There be the ministry is so much say, the Akayen, any good leadership, the Akayen, any Obia, not dream about Biwa, or say, in my year asset, ya, why ye be paying? Ya, Sabuso Messoa, or no, they all sign a check and the trunk of Foka. One more can you almost receive a check, or be a sign a check, no magic. Honorable sign a check and a chunk of foka. And to say a Jumaye and a Magana fan to my perfra. And this a make Canfuna. That make Canfuna and near my pa. Why ye? And near my pa, why ye? And he said, although the Onya Patriqua, Ofrantuma already. And also Ofrantuma, or cause of Mamma Tuma, Ginidi, because on 12 p. Ego. And not he, the Bay of Bruno, Opia by any dear, that the Omuna say, the Oma lay down the foundation. Obi a Ghana group is a business-minded person. Obi a oti enyuma ye ase because why ye be paying. Obi a se dollar no any city talk no e kosoro a affect no. Honorable se dollar any city e kosoro e affect ne pa. Enti woni kwan obe faso a that dollar city rate no talk no e be ba from pa ama ono ne nyuma akosoro ama Ghana for so enyuma akosoro. Enti all businessmen ya e wo promo ha no. Nya eya wa mo famu no ono wa famu bi musum eye ni sum what you say mo how eye ni how enti oni mo nyina be ka mo tira bom Now, what prepare the faswa, businesses, Ghana businesses are travel very well in such a way, say we can also export.
Thank you.
I'm not going to see me. Many about who say what told them I want to pay. Kaya for one more ton pano, one more ton kusia, one more ton anka, one more ton believe was, one more ton them all pahuna, honorable what ton sanimani. And if you move from what it means that me use to the knowledge and in my business acumen. But me a Ghana, I'm a Ghana, I find it to my prefer. And the ingredient is here a businessman, and that person is honorable comparable in Japan.
Lawyer Amo that awie ye bedo ase monko so amo adwuma
Madam was in my palm.
Yeah, that's sippy. Ebusiafo ne wote se wakasai eye lawyer Amo that ono ena ekasa ema honorable Kennedy ohene Japan. Yeah, watch say nyame ya doma NPP wo ma bie kwan ato no mo a obeko akwa nomination forms na ono so akwa Frank atuni dibre ne bi. NPP amayoko hunu mobo na womu etie na nisuade hu ne trimu pone na dwempa owo ema o my Ghana no omotoma no a beba na wabetu Franka ediama NPP na Ghana for so wade abetum anim ye wo ka no tomo asumu a monsoma ginatum na wababa e mampanya beboa akyekere omai se ne medi kan kae no ya so lawyer hwe ya so soldier hwe ya so communication expert ya hwe ya so tax expert ya hwe a true businessman so yen so businessman so hwe se wonye nkonya no so yi na sinche na afi yakope baby fufra ye de ye hyebre ebefa for need 100.9 ena waso egu a otie no eye me my Ghana enti
This time must stop. Being a Christian myself and deeply appreciative of the centrality of God in national affairs, I agree with most Ghanaians who believe that the project cannot constitute a top priority of government at this time, warranting further injection of scarce public funds. If it must be built with private funds. Because of the non-transparency of the processes of procurement associated with the National Cathedral project, I believe that the project should be subjected to a value for money audit in order to open the way for believers who wish to contribute to its construction to do so. Because the estimated $400 million needed for a project like this is gargantuan. And for those who wish to contribute to it, they must be given the assurance through a value for money audit that every CD that they put into this project is worth putting in the project.
And let me be clear about where we stand. First of all, for the American press who are here, you know that a great deal of work in my career has been to address human rights issues, equality issues across the board, including as it relates to the LGBT community. And I feel very strongly about the importance of supporting the freedom and supporting and fighting for equality among all people, and that all people be treated equally. I will also say that this is an issue that we consider, and I consider, to be a human rights issue, and that will not change.
Question. First of all, we don't have any legislation here in Ghana. A bill has been proposed to the Parliament of Ghana, which has all kinds of ramifications, which is now being considered by the Parliament. It hasn't been passed, so the statement that there is legislation in Ghana to that effect is not accurate. No legislation. The bill have already been as a result of the intervention of the Attorney General. We will see what the final outcome will be, and that is the stage at which I will also have the opportunity.
Nanadu Mwaya Odibema F LGBT me se fit to be Nanadu TV Signa. Mummy Bisa Nanadu Sin Juana. Nanadu Police Sadi and Kosoana. And to Mampany to me sing Janka say Yedi Sadi with the Yenin woman. So Mampany Koso Ede Katakata so and Abraba Binia that nature this means say he's behind. Or Taumachi in Tinoye. Neka Wupani Rabba by or Casa Neka also so. Our parliament is anymore Mia president there. Many new like I just said. Parliament Passivia and as you do obey there. There is a parliament moment better to baby as oko. Would the Unia be a cherry? Young push my penny, Mabontin, no one from Mabontin, me who not getting LGBTQ no, or may you not getting found. Now, I beg she be in Ukraine. No one bought a compound with my first one. What can say, and I number farm crop for a coaching mine, and my and I have you have a poor mamma the every payer. The only two bit my cartoon is yen a man and ma and na and man and memma ena entum mon kan chene banka say na nensimo kan no nyina so no e wo form say America funia de pebia de boa my Ghana one akoso mu dama na ye beye no omo de beye maye omo ji na pa omo ji sikani mu dru no person mo discourage kwa ben kuma po say wonya akoso mu dam enti emma empo box site de ye no Ghana fu obi so mo accept so beye de omo try kokko fa box site fi obi my so say bia ne bo beye den na be discourage ye and na do buy ya na be ka force buy come be electricity company of Ghana Asami and says the form and another year faster or Saji few on some American phone ya the paper the money.
In a more diplomatic way, the president's kind of one cannonbone, Nekwan Swano. The all training say, ye ain't Mamufono, ye Becca ye parliamentarians, not the parliamentarians for no so, a be deciding on no more catch or no president, and no president, no so bad. A Becca just a mean Crawford, your more SCD.
Yen customs, any culture, and say LGBTQ. And you say, Yajitum. Intino, Nika Mima Dreamono, Aka President, and Sanku Timisisu, Pimpinch, Kamala Harris. Say, Yahanomono, Yantiti Yanni, Yan Kankono, Yan Jisanya Manintum.
Instead of so catch say, yeah, as a country, yeah, support LGBT. No, only now, the last time so I'm interviewing the same thing, okay, only Uncle 5 years, I'm says he cannot pay.
Nano this summer, the two drive, I brought Siaman Pino, Eddie Dancy Professor Ghana man, ready say beji gay atum yena na do na beji atum ne obeji atum china o say bill no already on parliament ye bobo hu yenya enka ho asem wi te be den na do atimi de ne sese ne bo say obesan mi susu process parliament kwaji tuma na do onsan na do besan anka on kasa national cathedral o si ama sabe Ghana man asom yakop mamra no ekotia gay e sa no ma ya manne ne ya mamre nyina ekotia say sa no ma ye mpe ti maame ne ba no aba ne say ye nti no ba ye dia ene ye se no pa o me ne hia ye pe hia say beji sa no ma ye tuma e be ko tie nchirima ye se no pa
amampanyi a
omo oman mu ha say e ma omo maame no influence wo mo kwan bia so enti so oman omadwen say omo di gay ni bom fo mo nansi fam na bill no omo pass na animanu na Ghana gay ye nyitum ne enyitum ochina
moabo ye nkowale ye nyanko mo ere na nipa kwale ne nyanko bema na obeda wo ni awo no mpo de me nyame ya yale e wo mu no titre mema no
yale bi ba eso oja bema na so o de sa bema no so kokofa oba oni yale kokoma oba no so
anya right there ye ba ye damad ma nyama nunkoye ye pe nyama nunkoye nti dam na ye pen nti onye adwuma
echi kapem de ojituma yesu nebufu so na obeba ye do de mbibi wosan kanun somo Gomolia, Ijano Ben, Ofidame Yaman. The Minjantum da Bessia, above well Bessia, Benin, above well Benin, and more pulling me answer for 1 yadamat, Sre, Yaman Penny, Yadinyala, and ye be Biala, and see a panic.
Jodonka. President in the Ben or Kawas or catching the money the head and Yampe Sky Benye for Wentino, why that someone won't do to one can corner. Although to mock can pay on head on pay. Parliament today, Ben what I got to an enemy up to now, Yantima, some what I did. So for fully now, what was said that we are trouble that your Palmranity Siala may we position on yet the ma about the Doho I know about Kawasam because Obanas and Ben, why shall we are on to Makawasam?
I do know all day. President no kede onyaja nyamepe yes or no odo kede no on said okede was bo parliament ho but na nkase onyimde nye dem na nyame wa hihye no
kwa anodo di utum de no president of Ghana dey nti so bi afini merma obaye merma anodo mo hu de no the man dey empower Ghana dey mo won kede no ti so parliament ansa na no
I just here for interview on Kenyaku AKWAFO and I'm not for ekeka nsem fa wo so man Kenyaku to me dey pinti am condemn nti no an Kenyaku say utuka am do
Omampani anu ye ne de enam ne kwanso oman ya ewo mu ye wo 3 arms of government senior democracy aye practice no ehye na ohwe asoye ya tumi hye omonsa se ombe hye mra parliament anu nti bibia ni ho a esi omon kwan se omo hye mra ma oman obu nyina be committee abom no ma dwen mra pa ebe boa ma oman we atumpon nti na omampani epeso kire se tumi ni nsem ewo parliament nsem
kura mampanyini wo go anim ase kura ye Africa for ye bibifo ade ntwe yi ma bibifo we no enye ye culture emben ye enye ye sum so what you was a parliament actually so wo de waji atum nu mana.
For instance, growth rate of the agriculture sector has seen a decline from 2.7% in 2016 to 0.7% in 2022. And I would say this is the harvest from the Planting for Food and Jobs program, which has received billions of taxpayer and donor funds. Similarly, the growth rate for the manufacturing sector has also declined from 7.9% in 2016 to 4.5% in 2022, thereby calling into question the impact of the much vaunted 1D, 1F program. Further, the growth rate for the construction sector has also declined from 8.4% in 2016 to 4.2% in 2022, despite government's claim about borrowing to build roads and other infrastructure. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the true state of our nation. It is evidence for all to see that boastful and lofty rhetoric is not the same as competence. Quite to the contrary, with the MPP, empty sloganeering is their way to hide their lack of appreciation of substantive issues. Never again, and hopefully so, should Ghanaians permit themselves to be tormented by a group of boastful persons who feel self-entitled to misgovern. Let us not underrate what it means for our collective sanity when a president has an uncomfortable relationship with the truth, constantly shifts blame to others, and conveniently avoid difficult topics. My brothers and sisters, whereas the president asserts, maybe because of the severity of the present difficulties, or maybe because it suits their preconceived agenda, some people are unwilling to accept that we're on a good trajectory until the arrival of COVID-19. Nothing could be further from the truth. Ghanaians want relief from the socio-economic pain and hardship visited on them by the MPP administration and not flimsy excuses. Ghanaians want a government that will be truthful, even in difficult times, and listen to them in humility. Incontrovertible facts show that Ghana's economy showed signs of serious challenges even before COVID-19 struck, a point that was made by the country director of the World Bank, Mr. Pierre Laporte. For instance, way before the first case of COVID-19 was recorded in Ghana in March 2020, the public debt had increased from 120 billion in 2016 to 225 billion in 2019, representing an increase of 105 billion in the country's debt stock. COVID was nowhere. Ukraine and Russia had not even thought about fighting.
The best station in the capital, Meet FM. The best station in the capital, Meet FM.
Akasima ba ko pepepe na no mienu abo apai mo me 19 waso egu awuti ha ye Neat 100.9 na enensem egu apono so ye anti LGBTQ plus bill ho asem ya America Vice President ye MAAME Kamala Harris a wabansra ewo maimu ya chese wugusua ewo maimu wa bisa ho asem na Ghana fo bebre no matikwa pai sa adenti na mampanyi anye bold anka nkyere MAAME ne se yen Ghana ya mamre ne ya mane enti yen soso yen nyintum yempe saade ne wom se o parliament de enso me ka nokore pe wom e de akere mo se yen LGBTQ no Ghana yen soso enso mampanyi enti me anya sa akokodro no anka asemwe ama Ghana fo emu amanyofo wo mo twene basa ene esre eno da nchen a na no fia danso aba NDC na se mrahye wo mo ekoto ye ya NDC amayoko no wo mo party de krata ba bebo mo kokko aka che mo se mo hwe na mo amo aban yi ama wankoso ansesa nipa bebre enwu aban mu ye pese nipa no oteso enso aya aso brache nti kwa ba ko ebetimi ya faso na ya twe na so na sa nipa bebrebe no obetimi ateso no eye sa akwan we ya ama mo nyintum omko ya omo se hwan oka na nam ya so achi baabi akoto ade ato ye exercise and parliamentary duties ya de ato eti no so NDC amayoko no wo motikwa pa ya wo mo chese wo mo be ye investigations ewo MPs na wo mo vote yes 39 MPs so 40 MPs no a wo mo vote e approve ministers and deputy ministers na mampanyi bo wo mo din na no fiada no wo be ye investigations na wo mo chewa punishment ye de be man ure mfi uwiase de biara da na eto ahodo bebrebe ya aban e de begu o man Ghana eso wo mu hono mu a wo se yi tuo ni bi afiri so obehu ano ma ye adanko da dre no ma fa kira se yetwa ofuo de efe yetiko e de ahye ya no ma kofa taxi ni bi no mo de aba be wuram na chese ensempi ne no e na guta scooter and a tag. One more akasa no mchesa aban aden. Nuisance taxes ya wuyi firi hono mono. That's why ya danko da adre. Wa fetchiri hono mo an wa sign edi din fufura kwakoto so na chese wa sign so edi aba. Wo mo chese sa ade no ebe ha dwene papa. Ebe ma interest rates kra no assign so akosora. Wo mo eka ho asema wei ene nsema hodo na enawie ye ba besi so enkonwa ye besi ne koso ye betase ne sebesepa ene ko na hahan ye tase ne banyasafo empanyimfo enawie wo mo abeka me ho a ye ba abe bobo ensemi ho na ya bo ho nkomo ya twetwetwemu ahwe ba bia susan ede bode ho no ebefa Ernest kwa nana Kwame Adade of the NPP, Evans Amo of the NDC, and Sylvester Sapon Soprano of the CPP. Penny for me and son, and a net me no more ebedi juma. I'm penny for you, Emma Makwabo.
Yeah,
I'm hot to say.
Or say no way, MVP needs no way.
Let me be someone now.
Now, yeah, of course, what man we
Evans. Ohonye wo yare
me ho akire
wo yare
ahotire na metim awie na elbo no so
pattern say
akufu ado so say LGBT no ono de onya ho mfa ho adwen enti Ghana fo nye krado say ebedi yeto
achoto bo fra wasam no ai
okay Ghana fo nye krado say be ma no be ma beda that's how I open
ma me sa na ye kai
asamu a oso ni do onye krado so be ye mra bia aba
ye wura na danko akufado
oye
a very high level your friend say diplomatic person
bacho me ba hold on asemo soprano o to say
me ada room o
ye the radio say ame chance em free NS nana Kwame Adade eho yentina mampanyi entimi CP ensita enka because ye hunu be paying former president John Evans Fifi Atamels the time what kasi so David Cameron that's another David Cameron and one Cameron there no ho no o kan ni pense enye mutaku musimpa ne kapra modi bre ye nti ene ye begina so abeka se ye gi LGBTQ ho na atum ye mpe china o kan boldly Emma Ghana for nyina wo bia tibia ene no kra na I have that voice here. Ameka yanka meka ho ase. Edenti na mampanyi timi nye bold and make this pronouncement na Ghana for nyina asomo enwe wo.
Hwe na hu anka ubo mayeti.
Ebo.
Na obetie se otumi na one no na ete ho edi nkomo no ka kire no ana se papa na ti ne krum na Ghana ha. Papa ne kan ne de wo ne krum na ye nso ye kan ye nde wa.
Kai se no oti Ghana ha no.
Nado omampani na danko akufado no ne maame no te ho face to face ye di ye hu nkomo obi afri krom ye Ghana fo ye Africans ye nipa ye nimu amamre on sa amamre nti unya ohoho na hoho ba ofie a emprepi no uhwa atade a unhye da na ya uta hye o ana meboa na efie ho na usiesie fie ho ohoho ba bi obeda no ebi abeshi tibia una so da ehye oniamam na ukoyi di bese empaso man the Africans no ye treat hoho nipa na ba besra temu ye ndie ya kasi asem na papa maame ne journalist ne bisaye no eye nanado na obisa na se Ghana fo na obisa wo mu because nanado eye the embodiment of Ghanaians emu aye be no de man o say ye Ghana fo beka na me na danko akufu ado Ghana mampe ediso ananya sa no kan no wantie no o kan brofo ne bebre ntie bi anefa wasum but say e call parliament o say e call parliament ana meboa
enso obi ya west
say parliament before deba parliament deba na parliament say ya agi atumu a anado aka ne signature odini ni nsasha ase a na be ye adwuma the parliament say ya agi atum na nanado fa ne pen na say menyi ntum nti samra we me sign a obi di ye adwuma ye omumfa mra ye de ade no ko parliament nti nanado nka say mempene ansa na free parliament abana. That is all he is saying. The man is no why adwuma in the diplomatic circles nti onim said ye ni pasi kasa
Asa at least go bet to be the afamu say looking at yen culture and one no. At the end of the day no. Beko parliament. A different parliament.
No,
na ba joto what time beso na mama. Oh. Adade.
Oniabo. The Americans say nyabotre bedru so. But the Americans say Omampeni aka on several platforms. Time MAAME ni ntin animu. Aye odi nkomo kan say NC at least NC wo no ni penso. Say bia say bio we free abamu ana ono akotena fi ana say nyankopon atonsa afre yen obi akoni baabi. Na obi beba abeye de no ye na chiri asem. Ono so oti akonwa ne so. Say ono oti ase de NC wo ni penso. Wakan several times. Sa tapes no so wo hwehwe na bobi ma wo.
No ma hwehwe bia wo de meba.
Enti the American say in diplomatic circles. Mami, meni udi nkomo wo dan mu a ana yeti hai ne yedi na enye air. Etie for mfanche metimi aka so asem free me so ko. Metimi aka bibi off air.
Yeah, okay. Na de menu mi.
Say ya nya bet na radio so pe. Na kasa na asisa. Mami ne ti na nimu na international media no won so no.
The best station in the capital. Need
in a democracy. The Ghana for asem o mo beka no. E na obedi so. Oba na Ghana for say yenko na yenko fage a waje atum. Say ono ade ni free parliament but na parliamentarians omo na omo ye nipa Ghana for representatives no omo o say yempene so a the nsasha yempene. That is that. The uni ho na do akọ program no bibisa no a no to me ya no e na me ye careful me can somewhere but there is a president I no there waji gay penny atna Ghana John Dramani Mahama gay from penny pa we are singing na gay for penny pa obesra owura John Dramani Mahama wo Ghana ha etwa no mfoni no ne no tempa so oh no oh foni na called viral the American say owura Mahama de watu nsa afre papa no adamfo ni chocho mincho ne mfe pade ba it is no news but nana onu mampani abedi akire a odi musa nana do anya gay na ye na adwene nti na MAAME ne ba ayo ye hia sika ye hia enyuma ama ye mranti ama omo aye na MAAME ne de nti na oba aye o se obepe investment ye mom ye pay investment ye pay dwuma ma ye man gain ehia wo Ghana ha obi anji gain tumu obi aso nya na adwene so oje atum wo beji atum a fine na do na obeji atum o menu amu a te hai na obeji atum koje tumu asa o ne oyire ne wo ma mo wo ma fine me te ho ana me boa America num ni niam o mo aje atum na obi chi obi se koye ge tabi it sa mo feel say obeye ge a why Jomama feelings onu be gay na damfo pa ni gay penny na wi ase nyina onu na ote so na oni ne be kwa akoye gay a na me kwa wi adade ameti ha ide say so onu a but the American say na do de waka ne pay no at least enya sa ote ase ye nsi ye to so mienu waka nso say onu de ni nsa enhye krata bia ye gay ase good kofa ba ene agi say wankasa obesan ni wa de on sign ni MAAME na bebisa no o se medie ye Ghana for na wo mo atiefo amotie mi nyina Ghana for de na ye kan e de na ye kan ye se ye pege sele e Ghana for kan ye no e me ya ma wo kan chiro se mebo wasum mebo yem e de Ghana for aka no no ta na me ya Ghana for se ye pege ye de krata no beto ho we no unkonko kan na obi nkofa ho tan ana MAAME meboa na me ma onfato ho no say yeti ha sesi ai asem wo ho a me betena TV so ana radio so a mintumi nka be ye ko yedi agro bi a mu kohia wo kona na mu wi mu 11 bi a ensemhunu bi a opa bia na kohia da me ase a opa kan de opa nyina ye betena radio so pe MAAME na ba besra yen oye yen hoho na wa ba besra yen na ye ne neti ho ne de papa na yina no kama perfect. Yeah, me mindful beka no. They represent me mindful. The mo kana me. Me mindful so dear na MAAME ni nim so mo aka. Yeah, pegi. So ka kire MAAME na ni say, "Auntie, me mindful say o mo pegi." Me nyintu. E member can say, "Ghana man pe." You know, because MAAME ni betimi afiri ha. Na okọ. akɔka kyerɛ obi sɛ o Ghana mampanin kura mpo mfoaso ye Ghana for na mfoaso Ghana mampanin kura mpo mfoaso oyi na si nkyɛn but you can say me mindful say me mfoaso a mefoaso me mindful nso aka say me mfoaso period ye we no me nua maame na ha obaye no you get it to nkyɛn maame left to me alone say anka is not a topic worth discussing because they say I'm a me have my business. Me pe kakra me sorry anopa ma team tie kuntan am na me no. Me ko pe kakra di. We me ne kasa anopa me kan say e bo 130 afre me. Me pe bie di kakra nipa bedi. Ehia me pa sa o china me pe business me pe capital e di akọ invest wo me business mu amenya. Ehia me pa sa opportunity bi wo America me nya bi metumi me sabetumi aka bia maame na abai it should be discussed. These are the things that maame no wo man yi mo nkoye niama ye kan ebe kona sum no the all anti-tree but look American embassy no ni mu a woti ho echen wo ankasa oni oyire ne wo ma oni ukunu ne wo ma omu ni mu obi a ya ye kasa radio so obi ka kire so omu ni ho profile ada or that. They have everything about it. AI, translate or computers are AI, a pick at the year translate or moody comb. We know it's a fact. They are but where who are they not spying on? Even they are spying on China. China is spying on them. You're not crying. If you are assuming what you want or who say good way now, they are almost satellites no who or mammy who could you cry now show the opposite so child be trapped. High power satellites they are spying on everybody. Will be spying on Nimia. And you been a shoot to play balloon be war America and say America China for no so uncle shoot to be warm there 2 or 3 weeks ago. Obi aspire ni yonku na yen de fache me yen de AKWAFO yi de say no aspire okra aspire no de aye ni bibi because who ni hwe who ni nuclear weapon bia o de ko hunhun no masa ye craft na say
but ade utie asema amampenye kan ya o de say the legislation is being proposed as a private members bill. This is not an official legislation of government, but it's one that is being mooted by a handful of private members.
Yeah.
Oh, does that mean say bia or China by no esin chance ye kra de nyempo na ye root for sad ye we nemum nipa kakra bia one more ankasa na one more afi mu pemu e de akọ parliament na one more ehwe sad.
I mean fa unko they need that up. I say one year. Anton, then 20. I have a ban Emma. The identity Ghanaians are rejected, and they wanted to hold the president as an in some year on Nunkwa in the MC studio. I don't know where I said, but in one of the studios, I said Ghana for my ye at a Melson Kwama. Because if they take him as an individual president, no amanajiatu. I said it openly. Say ye president nunkwa sin chanya. Omubetete papa na manajiatu. But say ye jinasa Ghana for na yempnea. America for no they fear the power of the people. Omubu, and yes, Omusuro, but Omubu Nipanu to me because they are touting democracy. And you know, Omoka say Nipanu to me na yemfan rule of mine. The a cowman penino 1-on-1, Omubete no. But the Ghana force yempnia, they will not stand aloof for Ghana to raise eyebrows, and the whole of Africa will be as a mempring. What I say? Yeah, SSA, where I distribute, dear Macan. They mekan that those days na no one mekan ne they are dispute dear my yen that won anti de bia na wo sre obi se ma aduane ni ma me yete hoyi na me ba school fees ba ma me mpacho wo aso hia ba nti ma me kakra ochina no pa ye be ko awade o ma me ma no ko awade o mpe fanta kakra ma wo mo o ma edru ba bi hu mi a o e ma no nam ho sansani ya kwa bi sorry am mobra ana me boa e bia won time you e ma ya ma na bruso e dru ba bia me ka say whoever takes over the rulership of this country nipa nenya na adwene say me boa oman yi ama na free ta quote and unquote nkwasom yi mu e da bia no o me nua mo me ho kire mi opeka krama me ochina no pa o me nua mo me ho akire mi opeka krama me o na soprano o mboa me kakra ama ye ono kwa na me boa me ba ye se asimasi no no ba beje oh that it doesn't help us
yana for no sima me
nti mesre me de gay pa de ta amu pa on company ta soprano pa on company me de me nya bi me nya interested ebusuafo anya bi o se bahama pa on kofa wa kofa gay wura na ankasa ba Ghana ha aba betena Ghana ha yanje antum ena de ono de oti ba bi a o kan guwe yanje ntum
that's nana kwame adade Ernest NPP ena otene nkano tiense mi ma me basisi ya.
No one can deny Prime Minister Cameron his right to make policies, take initiatives, or make statements that reflect his societal norms and ideals. But he does not have the right to direct other sovereign nations as to what they should do, especially where their societal norms and ideals are different from those which exist in Prime Minister Karam's society. I, as president of this nation, will never initiate or support any attempts to legalize homosexuality in Ghana. As a government, we will abide by the principles enshrined in our constitution, which constitution is supreme. Let me also say that whilst we acknowledge all the financial assistance and all the aid which has been given to us by our development partners, we will not accept any aid with strings attached if that aid will not inure to our interest, or the implementation or the utilization of that aid with strings attached would rather worsen our plight as a nation or destroy the very society that we want to use the money to improve.
Ebusiafo ani a woti ye former president wanya ne baby call His Excellency John Evans Fifi at Mills. Evans. Where you name na mabone voice?
Yes. Adia ya papa ne no ahye me masa
mare ho gina pintin
me fa we su nti a me de pani amakofi bu a deputy minority leader
beba jo paso mame kaza
na minchia yero penny sepa Dr. Sepa Yankee yero Kufuado ya oka ne no nya de foforo ya onim yero Kufuado beka se mo ma ye hwe no ene ne ban nipa ban na adwen ni
tane de e wo kwan ben
asem oka ne se a handful of people private the private what?
Members bill.
Private members bill. The government have no official. Yeah, that's the fact he's trying to talk about. The government have no official stance on gay issues.
I say it's not an official legislation from the government.
Government, muted by the government. Yes. So what is he trying to say?
No, sir, you remember Evans say, my many bisano once I answer a journalist been a bisa a question on that. And a mameno so then no tumo. And oh yeah, no so we know government and casa officially and yen legislation. Name a private members bill.
Yes.
And a handful of some members of parliament. Parliament.
And he went further to say that the Attorney General has made an input. Assistant. It has improved. Improved the status of the bill.
Is that not true?
At this time?
Is
but
that not
we want to look at the context, the statement, the phrase. Where's the choice of words it was using?
Evans.
Mampene Kufuor person say he has no problem with gay issues.
How?
And he stated it. The government has no official stand, has no bill as at now before Parliament for against gay. At least you are the president today. So at least you might have your opinion. What is your opinion about it? Yes, there's a private motion against gay in Ghana. What is your opinion? The opportunity has come to express your opinion. President Mills, Kamal wasn't even in Ghana, but he communicated his mind, his opinion to them.
Don't you think, Sam, you are communicating in mind?
No, we are talking about
already.
Current issues.
No,
we are talking about current issues. Currently, the president of the United States, Ghana, is he our Ghana? Ojinahana wonene kasa. What is the stand of the president and the state of Ghana? Because as far as I'm concerned, we have not thought about it. Even those who are doing their private members, and they are not even many, a few of them. So because don't worry, President Kufuor can be na garam say for Asembiaba. Okay, can be baby say a few people now or more yes demonstration. It's a handful of them, not even majority in parliament. So that tells the stance of President Kufuor that he has some consent toward gay issue in this country. But person may say it is better we manage our resources very well and stop being servants to Europeans and Americans. Essentially, a DSC canon, beggar, master, my kakrenti. On to make kasa. Be my president Nankasa na be Obano. The vice president or your bar. A papa no was soon as na no kura.
That's all your bentin and Banyanti.
Or your bar. No who was soon say. No who was soon say. Government himself have no official stand on gay. I'm not talking about beauty. I am trying to say, sir. So no near be makra Nigeria. I come be masam kakra. A handful of them. Enye bia mami mensro. Enye bia. Even it's not official stand of government. And a private member, a few handful of Ghanaians be now yes sir. Oh, the President Kufuor have expressed his consent and opinion about gay. He has nothing against it. The government actually hasn't gotten any bill before Parliament as at now. But I want to link this one to the way we manage our resources. The kana yedi yenima basabasa. The kana yedi ni basabasa. Yenye sika se maya yenfe nyadi ye bema mana kosoro. Na yese sikaniti de be ye nkwama brofo. Ene ye bisa bro ni se onhwe se e kana bosia na ya bobo. Aboa me etwum aman. Na okabo bosia wo senti okabo bosia. Uko bank na opa bosia na wan kire de airport ya wo de ya e de mfa so beba ye mfa sika ne mawo. Na men thrown da ene misrepresentation ye kwa ne akaji. Ye hu capital market ye hu da so. Eno amati say Minister of Finance, they have oversubscribed the what is the name, Treasury bill, no, almost about 400%.
Treasury bill
about 400%. Yeah, that's money in the system. That doesn't mean so you have to misuse it. Who you are Brunei now? Who was so Papa who was so yeah.
Now who said who so.
Now look at the way they put ya. A handful of them, Massa. A handful of them. Not even the official stand of the state is private, a handful private motion, and it will even come before me. That's why I'll show them whether I support or not. That's what the man was saying. I see the bill will come. No, I say it will come. Why should he say it will come before me? What should he say? A handful of them. No, those people in parliament are not harmful. They are Ghanaians. They represent constituents. Which orange of them is more than 1 million. And not only one constituency, about 4. You understand? So you can't say a handful of them. Ghanaians don't support
out of
gay.
275 constituencies. Now 4. How do you?
They are the people who are living, and that's the requirement of the bill.
Okay.
That's the requirement. That doesn't mean only 4 people support it, and you call them a handful of them, and it's even a private motion. The government have nothing to do with it, and the bill will come before me.
Evans to Asumame. Evans, it's you. Flow. Emma soprano in your Joe. Flow, mame.
Well, enti, Eya say, Yebenya or Mampenia, ontimi nyina na nso nyinima. Oka asema no adane no. Ono ankasa onam ho no, oni a stand as a president. What legacy is he building? Yen pound of person did Ghana for. Oh, make us say UK say he remember when he was in UK, people were pushing for LGTB. And later on it came to pass. So if Ghanaians that those groups can push, it can also come to pass in Ghana. Ghana hai nyejuma. Nyejuma. Enti President Akufo-Addo should declare his stand, and the stand of official stand of this government say we support or we don't support. And I want the government also to know say any handful of MPs, they represent Ghanaians. One single MP is more than one person. You see, and talking about a private bill, that's not, it's unacceptable. And Mr. say, Mama, yenya japadia, let's manage our. We can't continue being a slave to the white man. That's it.
And some of that CP Evans are more of the NDC and what's happening kind of soprano.
I mean, sure. Me use opportunity in the chair Ghana for especially CP before. Last time I can't say, yeah, Baba be flag bearer no. You be a flag bearer no first. Now flag bearer no.
1st of April.
No, on I think 22nd June, if I'm not mistaken, okay. Or 20th June. Yeah, it's in June. Now we lead a reorganization, and in the process, we introduce him to the people, and we a lot of time there in the campaign. The Central Committee, Convention People's Party, this is a unified position, and we appreciate the essence, the sense of unity now about a party. Now, with regards to Nana Akufo-Addo and Vice President Harris of the United States, press conference, Kamala Harris, Sister Kamala. I think I'll call her Sister Kamala. Okay, yeah, being that she's a black lady and all of that. Half Indian, half black, but we claim all of her. Please, you see, Nana Akufo-Addo, so His Excellency the President. My impression is his handling of the economy has been dismal. And I say, yet the economy is seriously handled, or abysmal, you could say, or dismally abysmal. You see, abysmally dismal. Anyway, but the American is sure. The Etienne say, although Nana Akufo-Addo might be a terrible economist, insofar as he's mismanaged the economy of Ghana, in my opinion, there is no doubt that he's a great diplomat. In politics, and you be real politique. And so, with regards to real politique, and then Ghani, so we have politics, in a way, a bread by 2 tables, so bread and butter to come to Ghana. So here is the scenario: Ghana is in dire straits. The president and his cabinet have mismanaged the economy into a deep, stagnant hole. You see, we are down a rabbit hole with water in it. And then the Vice President of the United States, Sister Kamala, comes to town. She has the potential to make a difference. So I can understand why the president would play real politique. So, as a leading or the chief diplomat in Ghana, because that's what the president of Ghana is. He's Ghana's chief diplomat. You see, as the chief diplomat of the Republic of Ghana, the president of Ghana yesterday, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, had to balance the situation appropriately. And in my estimation, he did a good job in balancing the situation. By balancing the situation, I'm saying, say, the president is seeking some sort of financial support from the United States if we can get it. There is no doubt to say that conversation is going on. After all, Mr. Wale Adeyomo of Nigeria, who, he's a Nigerian turned American, but I think he's a deputy treasury secretary, deputy minister of finance, US. He's on the trip. You understand? Of course, he plans to, Adeyomo say, I'm a Ghana in Nigeria, you're Russia phone deal, but that's another story. We disagree with him, but that's another story. Because Russia is a very important partner. They never did anything to Africa. They never enslaved us, took us into slavery, raped our ancestors, none of that. They didn't do anything to us or colonize us. So when you say we can't talk to them, it raises issues. But that's another story. So I'm saying that Nana Akufo-Addo did what they call realpolitik. He had to do what he had to do to, let Kamala understand that we are a country of rules and laws. You understand? And that when he described the process in Parliament, the private members' bill, he was actually accurate. I don't think he meant to denigrate or belittle the 4 members who filed, because as my brother just said, that was the constitutional requirement or legal requirement. It doesn't mean he was belittling them, but I think, yes, and I think the president was doing what we call realpolitik in the interest of Ghana. So in that regard, I appreciate the president for doing what he did, for a good job done. Although I must add that in his interaction with the vice president of America, I could sense a little bit of fright. That's a president in the proposed America for no hair. And that is noted. Not president in the Okay. Now, having said that, I want to say, as a Ghanaian, I find it highly offensive that Sister Kamala, the vice president of the United States of America, would, ignore our well-known, widely held cultural stance as Ghanaians. Everybody who has paid a little attention to Ghanaians knows that we don't tolerate the situation where one bearded man goes into a public toilet, a filthy public toilet, with another bearded man, and then they have inner sex in that filthy toilet. Ghanaians, we don't condone such nonsense. And I don't think we are about to begin. I find the position, the thrust of the vice president, that's Kamala Harris's suggestion that gay rights, LGBT rights, as a human right, I find it to be politically mischievous. And I also think it was an attempt to corner Nana Akufo-Addo, who is a renowned human rights lawyer. You understand? For the avoidance of doubt, and to let Sister Kamala appreciate that she's not the only legal brain in this country. We want her to know that there is no... He's a lawyer. He's a top-level lawyer. She used to be the district attorney or the DA in Los Angeles or something like that, or the state of California. She's a leading lawyer. But that doesn't mean that she's right about this gay question. You understand? And when I talk and I speak English, it's because I want her to hear that we will not allow her to, masquerade gayism as a human right. That is what she is doing. About gay.
Dog, woman, dog.
You understand?
Dog. One who cramai bear man, have been produced. Yes, in cramai dear, yes, who pay mass cramai and natures are pay me boy. Now, one who cramai bear ma, only cramai bear ma dada. There is no human about this.
There's no human right about it. So I want to reiterate that we will not sit here in Ghana. The Convention People's Party, Kwame Nkrumah's party, the party that governed Ghana during the golden years of our economy in the 1960s. We will not sit down and allow the vice president of Ghana, the vice president of America, to come and throw dust in our eyes, masquerading gayism, anal sex as some kind of, between two men, as some kind of human rights. That is not true. We know better. We have also gone to school. Indeed, Mrs. Kamala Harris, we have people who went to Harvard, who went to Stanford, who went to Yale, who went to Duke University. We've excelled in those institutions in your country. What are you talking about, Kamala Harris? That gayism is a human right. This is a falsehood masquerading as truth, and we have caught you flat out. We've caught you, Mrs. Kamala. This cannot be true. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. When you get the chance, when you get a chance, you can tackle it holistically. Okay, but I think I've made my point about the fact that Mrs. Kamala Harris's attempt to sneak the question of, Kamala Harris's attempt to justify LGBT lifestyle as a human rights item is to be found nowhere in international law, to the best of my knowledge. They can come again on that. Now, the next point is this, that, you see, when the Vice President of the United States continually insists that two men having anal sex is in a dirty public toilet, I might add, is some kind of human right. When she does that, it raises very serious questions for some of us Pan-Africans.
What kind of questions does it
raise? The question, psychiatric questions, to be blunt. Psychiatric questions. You see, Mame, right now, the norm is that when you are crossing the street, you look left, you look right before you cross. Then you look left again before you cross. Of course, if there is a vehicle approaching, we expect that you would stop. That is the normal behavior. So if you are going to cross the street and we are watching you about to cross the street, and there are a lot of cars, vehicles moving at 120 miles an hour, and you step out into the street, if I'm close to you, I'll quickly grab you and save you from imminent death. And if need be, take you to see a psychologist or a psychiatrist. You understand? Because that behavior you are putting up is not normal. I don't want to say abnormal. It is not normal. So you see, naturally, the male and the female are created for a purpose, primarily reproductive, and then others subsequent. So when a man with a beard all over him and a hair all over his body is trying to have anal sex with another man in some filthy public toilet somewhere, and we see those people, we should help them. So me, personally, I don't hate gay people. I don't think they should be attacked, but we could intervene medically. Probably Mrs. Kamala Harris is not aware of this, because we must help people with a tendency, two men with a tendency to go and hide in a filthy public toilet just to have inner sex. That sort of behavior is alien to the African culture.
But you're wrap it up, man.
Sure. And then Mrs. Kamala Harris, when she said that she two men having inner sex in a filthy public toilet is human rights, I looked around the men in the room and I wondered, so which of the men in the room with Kamala Harris is going to have sex with the other man? Is it the tall one who was standing at the back, or the short one who was standing not at the back? You understand? Who was going to bend over for who? This is an abomination. And it hurts my heart, it breaks my heart that African men, garrulous African men, standing in front of a stunningly beautiful woman, actually, could tolerate her telling them that they should have sex with one another. At that instant, I wished that the person standing next to Kamala Harris was President Idi Amin Dada. Because then President Idi Amin Dada, he would have straightened out the Vice President of America with his rod and his staff, pun intended. You understand? So we cannot tolerate this. Now, very quickly and to end, you understand? Now, we see Kamala Harris coming to town to talk about investments. He says, we want to invest in Ghana, blah, blah, blah. Listen, that is all sound and fury signifying nothing. The reason why Kamala Harris is here, the reason why Adi Yomo, the Wally, former Nigerian turned American, now deputy finance in America, the reason why they are here is because they have so mismanaged world affairs, especially with the imposition of the Russia sanctions. It's such a terribly designed sanctions, and it has wrought such havoc on the global south, that is sub-Saharan Africa, that they feel that they must come here quickly because Russia is building their bona fides in Africa as well, China. You understand? And that's why she's here. She's talking about investment. Russia late, any China, late. And I see any America for started dealing and more than 400 years ago. Are these not the same Americans that used to come and catch slaves in Africa right here in Accra to go and work in South Carolina and Mississippi? Is she saying she now knows about our plight? You understand? The reason why she's here. You see, now ask yourself, Oba, who is giving money to Ghana? Ghana is going to China because of 1.7 billion. What is America doing? How much money have they given to us? Is it $1 billion? Is it 2 billion? Is it 1 million? Last year in December, President Biden invited African leaders to come to America for a meeting. And then at the meeting, I think he promised them $1.5 billion over a period. In my estimation, it was no better than a bucket of warm spit. It was no better than a bucket of warm spit.
Check your words.
Oh, no, I'm not. It's not an insult. It's not an insult, Kra. That is actually when a bucket of warm spit, it was a description given by one of the vice presidents, one of the candidates for president in the United States, that he didn't want to be vice president because it was no better than a bucket of warm spit. It's not an insult. I'm just saying that what they are offering is not good enough. You understand? And in conclusion, what I was saying is China has given us 1.7 billion. And now we had the German ambassador, the president of Ghana, on his knees begging the German ambassador to go and beg the Chinese for us. After America was our ally, according to President AKWAFO. You understand? And look at us. And the vice president of America comes to Ghana. And instead of coming to tell us something better, she says that one man with a beard all over his body should go and have anal sex with another man in a dirty public toilet somewhere because it's some type of human rights. Please, Mrs. Kamala Harris, kindly come again.
Meda CP soprano CPP and Oten and Kano mame o banta biye and I mean come messages so. Okay. Mame share a Facebook live no eso na wana no so papa me fe no enshas yansana maba WhatsApp no eso. Say John Bososo aka Kingsley Newman all the way. The good people of Ghana still remember the economic tyranny the NPP is causing Ghanaians. Ghanaians are bringing JDM and the NDC back because we are more than ready to resist the oppressor's rule. Special regards to Honorable Charles Dako Yeboah Ebuakwa North parliamentary candidate hopeful. Ojua Sempa Furniture West, say I'm enjoying this great show from Edum Kumase. Omensa Pilatu Mami Soja, thank you for the good work. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, no vote. Simple. Manaba Stephen. Mr. BIAMAH, please tell the NDC leaders that they should know that MPs are in parliament for their constituencies, not party. NDC party, Nanado is giving a baton stick to Honorable Alan to, okay, Manaba Stephen, Eddie, Enono, Pedro Madina Cruz. Watching the best show live and clear inside Kumasi Tanoso, Kesben Junction, where Morgan the pork seller is keeping up the good work. More fire. May I say, Rudolph Anku. No, say good afternoon, BIAMAH. You are doing a good job and your view is very great. So keep it up. May I say, Felix Gayome. And also, good afternoon, please. If we vote for Kennedy Japan, we can't sleep. Oh, please, we will vote for a king of infrastructure. JDM, MPP, never again. Ishraba and Nelka, and I will say, as my constituency, aka BMW, Beba. Good afternoon, Mami Soja. The next election, Ghana needs an economist to rule this country, and there is no another person like His Excellency Dr. Baumia. He has demonstrated his ability and knowledge for good 16 years in our political zone. Dr. Baumia, we trust. Peter Atta. It's very dangerous to entrust this country in the hands of a political businessman. He will trade with the country's resources to the detriment of the people. A clear example is Honorable Kofi Ameyao, former director of NLA, today almost at the verge of collapsing. Omensa Pilatu, okay, Dasebre Kwame Obeng Ameyao. Atamils was bold to tell the whole world Ghana was never going to accept that. And he was reluctant to his stance, unlike Ananato, who has been changing his stance. Eke Kaswa, American Town, Kenke House, honestly, Eke Hawa, Honorable Philip Baswa, may your soul rest in perfect peace. Justice Kaswa, and Wadiwe Free Baye, Justice Columbus Kaswa Otamens. And I say, good afternoon. Why is the NDC and JDM think that Ghana belongs to them or what? We all saw what they did in government when elected as president. You didn't do anything. That is why we voted you out. And you are saying it's left with your what? Last song. Oh, JDM. Baby Tanakra, my use fat, you see. No, so no, say, how can he say Ghana is afraid of Kamala Harris? And I disagree. Okay, Mate. Agumbi Ade Sharif, and I say good afternoon. Albert Sapon, this CP man should okay. Paul Kofi, NPP are still supporting the president. The president, upon the democratic response, he should have let the whole world know his point of view on the gay wahala. You people should talk about those who sleep with animals. Omo nyinaa ye come afra. Yeah, mo ede aba. Okay. I'm if I know na me share more WhatsApp messages to kakra. Mo de aba so that I can top it up. Now you moving on to your next topic. I am Bill Kwabena Freedom, aka Billy Who Anyako. And also good afternoon to you all and the crew members. I'm very, very disappointed in the NDC MPs for their bad behavior in Parliament. I will never make mistake to vote for them again. They don't think about us. They only think about their stomach. It's also so ADM and no. Good afternoon, Mami Soja. In fact, you are making sense, but if only Ghanaians, well, okay, Kofi Sechi, can say, Ena or day by yeah. Mami BIAMAH, good afternoon, please. About 2 years ago, we were told that the road from Kong Barrier to Michelle have been given to a contractor, but up to today, the said contractor is still not on site. This short road has been left without being attended to since former President Mahama's time. Even his regional minister, Mr. Afoteagbo, failed to construct this road for us. Mr. Take Golf Estate. No, Mami, please. The reason why the businessmen are not coming forward to be elected as president is that most businessmen's educational background is the problem. Mr. Take Golf Estate, but I don't think that Ghana, your constitution, specify any qualification to a presidency. I don't know. I stand to be corrected though. Mami BIAMAH, thank you for the good work. No, Dr. Baumia, no vote. And no, so Edine but BIAMZI one. What happened last Friday in Parliament must be a lesson to leaders of political parties. In 2020 at Akwatia, about Amase and Honorable Andrews Adomako at Fomena means that leaders of political parties must stop imposing candidates on their constituents and also stop dictating to MPs a word to a wise. Mamiga, the Honorable Kennedy Ohene Ejapon is only radical politicians whose sword cuts both sides of the political divide. A successful business mogul who believes in domestication to lead Ghana to economic emancipation without any fear or favor. Michael Edway Ifri Ashalaja Ena Odem Ebaye. Let me continue with NDC leaders should know that MPs are in Parliament for their constituencies and not NDC party period. Manaba Stephen Enodiwe Eba Kwame Entry New Aplaku. Nede Kwame Wama Inki Kum Papa. Inuaba BIAMAH how area bray sabio any diemu the Ghana here businessman president here and yet Kennedy Japan. Why is it that the appearance of prosperity is all too often wrongly taken as a sign of prosperity? Please, my dear sister, permit me to tell the US Vice President Kamala Harris and the American journalists accompanying her that the current anti-LGBTQ plus bill before the Ghanaian parliament is non-negotiable. Nothing on earth can make the people of Ghana change their minds and adopt the Americans' evilly abominable gay practices. Same-sex relationship is a perverse sexual behavior that is absolutely contrary to nature and reason. It is a deficiency of one's moral sense, and it breaches moral law. It is an abuse of the sanctity of human dignity and of the dignity of any nation where it is legally permitted to thrive. It is an infringement on of the most sacred laws of fulfilling sexual desires. Common sense, civility, and sound reasoning dictate that sex as designed should be engaged in only between a male and a female. Would Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have been born if their parents had been homosexuals and lesbians? Okay, way every Kwame Entry New Aplaku Kwame Medase papa for this. Richard Amasama, and also good afternoon. What is President Anado's stance on LGBTQ+? President Kufuor, Mills, and John Dramani Mahama made their positions known on gayism. Their positions were emphatic. President Anado is a gargantuan suspect. No wonder the Jubilee House was lighted with gayism colors. Oh, and your gayism colors, please, I beg you. Richard, and your gayism colors, it's Ghanaian colors and American colors joined together. Please take note of that. Ishraba and Nelka, good afternoon, Mr. Soja. The next election, Ghana needs an economist. Okay, I think I've read that one. KK Kaswa, you two have read your own. Mamifa last one, Emrat Nafi, Yentua Yenkomono Eso. Hey, Enedia, okay. Truthfully, the one constructing a path can never see the faulty side behind. The swearing style of politics by NDC is really disgusting, and forcing your MPs to share confidential voting is a harassment to parliamentary principles and undemocratic. The NDC call themselves social democrats. Unfortunately, they don't understand what they believe in. And those who voted for so-called NDC cause to realize that they've also denied their represented people's democratic rights. Edway, if you came and or day a buy, my messages, and so on. Your next topic: NDC investigate and punish their MPs who voted against the party's decision on the approval of new ministers and deputy ministers. Evans.
Senia assemni chileno. No chia na yetu aba ministers. The American already rooted government. Now, when you see one person appointed as minister, it is not just a person. Other officials from Hina Ejuma. Tankofu you Ghana Constitution. When I NDC for a year, then I can't say, until so, then you pardon also. After all, most of the policies program that they do comes from cabinet. Be a minister crown would initiative bar unless cabinet accept it before it can work. There's no need of having so many ministers. You want to go to Minister of Trade this year? They had one minister, two deputies. Agreed, same. Until the main minister's nephew, they can appoint one of their deputies, become a minister. Or if they think they want to change them, they can fire the two and bring new ones. Papa is on Tiase. Then this take it this is as far as you see a woman do a musica a boa a buy through capital market. I see Musia by his or Cesare. Tan Cesare orienti. On a Kamala Harris cry ekas and home crap upon. Nihan says he can be a perfini chinty, and saw bread of Wasi, or Becanes or Jitum. And so a force partner or Jigatum. Then to me, say, Rakufuado or Tiasios or Jitumu. Because, say, US are buying Babuama yet. That the embassy basic Bumitina, and this was a buying. Who ministers now, Dawson? That's an now, members of parliament of NDC, who party, you are in the party, and the party has leadership. The party has leadership. They meet, analyze the environment, take decision for the interests of the party and the nation as well. And yet the directives are say, don't vote for these new ministers because amano or my bar uti Ghana for one chiromo like bela kosro we are koso be bia koso or my mua. Is your cost near mamma abano kwama spend this and which na beba. Let's vote against it. Oh dear, Munkwana Muni want to support government nominee. The party has taken stance. Have to investigate them.
How are you going to do that?
Oh,
because I did a secret balloting. So if I voted, whether I voted yes or no, me and a matumaba, mencha video, mencha picture, and a makwa kotua banewi. How would you be able to determine say me it yes or no?
Oh, say let's say exit polls and opinion polls. I don't want to declare the strategy, but we'll fish them out. The party will investigate and see those who did that thing.
Unim say omo kra na omo vote we na omo etwa videos and pictures is unparliamentary. And that
who
even
said it's unparliamentary?
It's against the standing orders of parliament.
Which area of
it's
the
in the standing orders.
It has not referred that take picture or don't take picture. There's no specific law.
Then why is it a secret?
No, it's secret, but there is no any condition. As President Kufuor is saying that there's no official stand of government on gay.
There's neither here nor there. Way and to gayism.
Yes,
different matter.
Official
this is a situation whereby they say go and vote. It's a secret.
Yes.
Why do you have to video it?
Yes. That's why he defines secrecy.
What?
That's why he defines
so
secrecy.
So does it mean that maybe a man video and a man picture man we vote too?
You know some Crawford chapter they have indicated say it is clear that they are not part of it. You can't add them to it for their personal interest.
Unyini say mebo NDC members na almost 50 funani akohun sama. That is why some of them nyamo leadership no. And some of the party activists, because you see a vote here, whether I voted for yes or no, and me meeting.
Yes.
It at the end be pushing me to video it.
Yes, sir. You know, sir. You say you are former chief whip, that has vindicated him. And I support that stance.
What about those who mentioned video, but they voted no?
Now they are going to investigate and find out those who did that.
How?
It's against the party rules. The party have taken a stand at a particular time. This is the way we are going. If only want to be an MP under the ticket of the party, this is what the leadership of the party has taken the decision.
I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem
you are
with
MP.
Mebo.
But you under the party has a strategy.
Yes, I know. I understand. I don't have any problem with party's decision or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. But how are you going to know it? Because ABA party I voted.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, and America said we have
man video ama. How are you going to determine say and I'm mobile target me? Say be matu no. Meanwhile, I voted yes.
Osama Bay.
Wait, I don't know say it's true.
Yeah, Kochira Manso. Party Kochira Manso, but we apply technology to face them out.
Oh, okay.
Wow. We want to assure them we'll get them.
Oh, okay.
It is not the best thing to do. At this time in Ghana, what they say, MPP are saying that NDC have proved that we are not the best alternative because we have supported them to do that thing. We have approved their ministerial appointment. So we are not the best alternative. We want the people to know that we are the best alternatives. But there will always be
But I'm wondering how you are going to
Yes, trust us.
out.
We are going to do it.
That's so.
Yes, programs are on the way. We are going to do it. We can't disclose our strategy to you, but we are going to do it. But it is not the best. So what some party no? What be a member of parliament? You want to become a member of parliament. You are conform some person be a regional executive. You are conform some be a national executive. A bit a national chairman. Obia when a jumoye. Into one case me a member of parliament. I can do what I like. If I last night me can't say me, what is that name? Why am I suspended? Because the party should have a rule. The party leadership should be able to control. If we are going to face them out and let us know why did you do that?
You think that this path now more fun?
Now, if it's a sub party, so you know my catch this is the stand of the party or my fan. Party no. Their stand is it going to help the party?
Difference.
If the leaders of the party is not able to do anything about it, it's even weaken the strategies. It weaken the structure of the party. It's very important we come out with issues like people who disobey the rules and the directives of the party should be brought to book. Because what's the essence of law? What's the essence of leadership? The essence of leadership is to tell people according to the directives and the plan and program of a particular organization. It is not the best of things. It should not be done again. We should not be countenance those things. It's not a very good thing to do. MPP are buying your idea so we don't move from. Other than Sabakuma, not in the Sabakushan or Babechuku. He had sent a gun at the tap and some. They are still bribing people to pay to vote for you. Upon all this difficulty, more
evidence is they took money.
You see,
Amon.
Upon all this difficulty,
Do you have concrete evidence that just say they took bribes?
Let's put the bribes as what will motivate them? What will actually motivate them to vote for? Dear Cran, not man. Dear Cran.
Maybe I know, madam. I said they are not enemies.
Patriotism, any crop for man is patriotism, any abaya. Okunipam, Crofebe 6 or 7, 2020 election. The president haven't made a single statement about it.
Is it patriotism? I'm about to the party.
When you talking about patriotism, and it's a VAT introduction of more law, you took away Roto because of e-levy. Now you are bringing it that back again. And not only bringing the same, he has doubled the charges, the toll fees. Is it patriotism?
The party
is this patriotism?
Bibiso asemo. Bibiso. NDC as a party, money any other alternative a beti Myanmar government na reduce the size no. Than say be a mobile pini members in parliament.
We have persuaded this government for a long time.
Because into me ma agri ministry and na home pie. Into me ma trade ministry and na honomo fine.
Yeah, can't say a man appointed. Yes, say he has 2 deputies.
Okay.
Into Oma Bakun anchor head minister, Nabakun deputizing.
Okay.
That's not trading suitier. Okay. Oma Bakun head no. What call Minister of Finance? Minister of State in if you what's appoint another Minister of State. It's young answer to your task. It's young can say, but you can say your position. That one I was saying is can be a corner. What did you and worker? You bet to bat. Yen ka say your opposition die tena ho ma wa say ni ma to ansam one on him say be hakata nkrofo pensioners kura beka ho
why don't you let this lie why don't you let
no
it
the
go?
Point is it's a concern so we senior anya wo bibia for besensi
dragging it
I'm also urging the leadership of the party especially my boss the national chairman something must be done about it.
Don't you think dragging this will divide the party rather?
It's going to divide from what? The party is one part. How can it be divided? It can never be divided. The point is, say, obiye bibi no anye ni ye. Na o man kwa man ko so a, obey ni be a practical experience. Obiye bi ni ati say SCC ano. If we let it go just like that, the worst thing will happen. The worst thing will happen. You can't just manipulate a. Oh, I think that MPs or Miesano, they should bow down their head in shame. Right. It has not helped this democracy. You know, we have to strengthen it. They should be part of helping strengthen the institution of NDC. The party organization.
Who say this particular parliament, this 8th parliament, me fan say ama nipa bebre who how parliament is. Because one, voting for speakership. It went to the opposition. Yeah. Meanwhile, it's the other party which is in government. What is here? And now we want to vote not to accept a minister. They said no, we will vote for. What? And then I will comfort this particular 8th parliament.
I think that 8th parliament has improved democracy in this country, and it has exposed the weakness of President Akufo-Addo. His incompetence and diabolic approaches of doing things, and it has done it many times. One latest one, approval of ministers. I don't think that there's something went behind the scene. There was some negotiation behind the scene until to me winning. And something went behind the scene. That's why they were able to approve the ministerial appointment. Now I think it's President Akufo-Addo and his team is suffering because of lack of leadership skills. You see, because if you're a good leader, you should be able to maneuver and come out with a good arrangement. You will not even feel you are having minority in parliament. And I think last week here, Amwa.
Yes.
I'm not putting you on the spot. And he said, "We are no. Oh, did the pass say to Abama NDC? Then ka upe NDC.
The medical kawaha. I say my political affiliation is my secret.
If for amutie mi amuye NDC. munya mu ani na munhwɛ nneɛma mu kakra na muntie mu nuanom NDC mpanimfo a wɔdi mu ani mu na muntie wɔn kakra na munfa make mu decisions mame asɛm a me pɛsɛ me kan ne sɛ ana deɛ me ka kosia ne sɛ NDC for time a speaker me nkɔ akyire o speaker bato yi bae na o kai owura buntaka o ballot box boot or bubble or bono in fact adani football ballot box no ama obi ti say owura muntaka watna parliament for so many years wamfa ho andwene ho anko akire said the oya na parliament ne begu Ghana mrahye badwa nanim ase all over the world. He was ready to fight ya the blade is inside crofo achi to twede kika pa ya se ya bo bi twede na tija omo na omo be kan ye na me ni ho mama they were ready to go to that length and on no explanation after that they say or protecting one democracy and number 2 or ye whip enti said in crofo no mo ye di on whip okun santo kwa no ewie ye ema ono ne speaker no anka ye opposition speaker ebiansi da since yewura kwa me nkuruma pen so about fourth republic how many elections have we gone when your speaker from the other side your speaker with the vote of MPP for eno ebi bodua yes say eno ametie mu na mu interview him say Kofi Adams but then na mo obi abrodua na omu bewu ye me say wasa NDC for kokwa pie to the extent say nipa nwu ye behwehwe wo mu na ya twa muti dana ye two speaker ba no hu videos na call around mu two party muntaka fie pa ida da nyom no kra minim to muntaka yasa wa hu sa videos no aya to ama no they say no uncrofo ankasa aka akire wo say ye parliament no ye nya ankasa ye wa adwene na ye manfo anto aba ma ye enya bebre wa onu anya ndisi fo na to aba ma omo na omo de akọ parliament o wo mo aye to aba ma omo no eye omo mpasuasofo ebi mpo ye ebi nko ebi mfa ndisi no omo de MPP ho
it wasn't imposed on them
ebi mfa obia ho but obeto abama obi MPB because onim say MP we there sabio sabi mpreduasa onu aniti na sini konso onu adwene ma ne ho ntimidi ne kotena ho a beye papa onko ye ne ho onko ye de opekeke ye ya wini speaker ene MPP wa abamu na NDC ni eye speaker EBS NDC for say me ne wo nya adwene say Mami, aha no Ghana for amutie mesrem wo ya NDC ni kura tie me. Ose oni wo nya adwene because there wo kind of parliamentarians no wo ho information e chen o. Ye sha ase no na ado na ni ministers no na ya akọ ebro 100 me boa. Fansa 120. Ena mami, ye ni ankasa ye kan se aban no nipa no dọọso dodo. Zongo ministry ye guno. Anameboa monitoring and evaluation ye guno ye good ministries ni be condemned Zongo secretary or your minister and ye good ministries ni bebre Soprano ministers now drop from 120 now to 87 what is so from 120 to 87 say ya NDC for chan trotch Ghana for say ministers ye 120 enya no kre
awu Zongo secretary
ministers aka 87 mami utie me
special advisor
nipa mako 87 e dey bu o man na mami tie ha na juice no ha na ede baby ede ni nie owura John Dramani Mahama na odi nipa 85 na ebu o man Bernardo 87 no mami nka de ede wo mu kire that time na Ghana na regions ni ye 10 under Mahama It's 85 no. Now you were 10 regions. They say you were 16 regions. Now just say ministers e maako nsia aba abeka homeboa. Deputy ministers nsia aba abeka homeboa. Who can bo mo aye 12. The 12 free 86 mo. E ka saying enya 70 something. Na Muhammad 85 and na ebu o man na na do 77 and ebu o man. Still NDC ninsi na na do scientist. Mrs. Obiom, they say, I will say, the Uber just oppose Fanessa, you have 10 regions, no one, Nanado, ministers, Adani 77. 77. Mahama, 10 regions, plus Mahama ministers, now you're 85. No, John Mahama said, me, Kasa, you're different. Me, Pesa, me, Kasa, Ama, Akoya, say, me, bu, penimbi, but the American is a penny for yin cannot crab who say, because Mahama, dear, or the Nanobe Tumwa. Not a ya near because Oya Penia or Nim, dear Coso, Sabio and Yakra were demand Penida, or Nim why he had 85 ministers, and Nanado is ruling with 77 ministers. Mama. No. Nanado has 87 ministers. 87, no me say. Hey, 86. Meba. I'm hypothetical. Real. Panese and Mahama, it was 10 regions. 10 regions now has 10 ministers and 10 deputy ministers. Nanado has 16 regions automatically by law passed by the same parliament now or say on-passing ministers. No. By law, no, every region must have a minister. It is a nipa regions in Siano. Panesa Sanka regions in Siana and Bekanwa 10. It is Mahama pensioner 10. Nanado pension Fanesa aka 10. 10 no ye 10 ministers, 10 deputy ministers. Me boy. Mahama no the 85 and a rule. We 12 ministers and 6 ministers and almost 6 deputies now. And Makumako 12. T12 no free. T12 no free 86. That doesn't work. So if it were 10, the American say, some ministers, some regions near 10 now. And you were 20 ministers. Some regions near acquire 16 now. Who are 32 now, ministers? 16. No 16 no Ghana na Ghana. So mami the American say, and this if one kind of crunch Ghana for say. Nanado Ghana for mo can say Nanado 20 ministers so no. Oti so free 120 eba 87 enipa maku 40 we twa ministers no so by 40 put hear me
Ethiopia
what if 40 free so we more than 40 mpo about 43 what is 40 na free so no mami wa san can say 30% of womo aka no 87 na aka no omo akatua nyina mate so that's 30%, mommy, Mary, Ahaya, Magana Fonte way. 30% in year free so. And no chino, who Viet now, which you know, Parky. Let me tell you, I know pay here and I'm here, Professor Jampo, I channel way so. No, see, ministers need that so you Viet. It is not true. Look, all more who saw Muchi Vietnam, Cromlin, MPs. Omunyina MPs are Viet no. And this MPs no more parking Viet. Over John Dramani Mahama. Wa parking Viet na Ghana me no.
Oba me da.
Over John Dramani Mahama yire wa parking Viet no. But MP na onu tin. O si onu ko parking Viet because oya minister. But the American is that
ya cha.
Na ya man Viet. Afin fe na bia ya man Viet mo no ya man Mercedes. Mahama ni de man na
it's not president the all can not just president ko form V8 na nam kromu yes na president ko form
MPs ni nyina
ka ho na president ko form no and V8 and okay
so why don't you
Lordina
Soprano Bajo you have the floor
sure mami kasa kakra we oba ti o di asema amini adade ken asema amini adade ken ta arithmetic sa na ye be kan no enya calculation po arithmetic dabi any free kan arithmetic ta arithmetic na adade aye we no me tie no closely it is clear to me completely clear to me that it is from the office of the vice president ta kokamami calculations we mu no and omodi aya omodi aba bedru Ghana be won asema woka president no ono a wotene dem a obi enforce no a was we could create 6 additional regions after begina ka kire se sika ni ho to ahuna person na wo kondo aben kwan a na woni sika o say madam ya waka kire yire se onya aben kwan na so ko free ana so oko sere ona person mi kire no eti eno no wo ho na oba ade ba akonso ana me feel say nkomo na yedu no eye very very important say ye be mention no ene eyi very briefly no who exactly is Kamala Harris? Now, you see, she's a lady and or a role model for our young ladies. And very briefly, 9% can make a lawyer now. Briefly, Kamala Harris, almost say he was the 27th district attorney of San Francisco. Okay. Yeah, 27th district attorney. DA of San Francisco, the city of San Francisco in California, from January 2004 to January 2011. And then also, no, after that, no, she became the Attorney General of the state of California. So I say a very powerful position. No. She was the Attorney General of the state of California, and then she became United States Senator for California. After I think Barbara Boxer left, you know, and she's a highly qualified lawyer. She's actually one of the best lawyers in America. But with regards to her views on LGBT being, and it is it's not gay by herself. I don't know. I don't know if she's gay or she's not gay. I don't know. Let me talk. But sure, and I appreciate that. I don't know how you know about her personal life like that, but me, I don't know whether Kamala Harris is gay or not gay. You see, I'm just saying that she has attained extraordinary heights for a black woman, and I think the Ghanaian girl can look at Kamala Harris as a role model, at least up to where we begin talking about gayism. Then we can stop and let Kamala Harris go back to America with her gay associates and gayisms. You see, so that is that for Kamala. With regards to NDC for MPs now, omo etuaba ema Ghana no, omo tuaba ma Ghana no. Me de make say yeda omase. Increasingly no, the Ghanaian electorate wants our parliamentarians to act with their constituency's interest first. I mean, I'm from Red to make camera for too much, and I could be a media and ra. About the American say MP for no, although Omoye Ebia NPP and NDC our parliament Sabri no. The reality is Omo represent Omo constituents first and foremost. You know those Ghanaians from their constituencies. And me feel says Omo to abanesa. I would want to give the benefit of the doubt to the members of parliament from the minority that they acted in the interest of Ghana. So I say, and I want you to hear this, my colleague from NDC, and that the NDC MPs, I believe, voted in the interest of Ghana, and that they sat down, the members of the NDC in parliament, the minority, they sat down, these learned NDC gentlemen in parliament, these accomplished men, they sat down and they juxtaposed the interest of the Republic of Ghana versus the interest of Mr. Esiedun Ketia. The vote that they voted was in the interest of Ghana. Let me talk. Okay, sir, me my own kasa. Enti the American say, me share NDC. I see say the national executive, the new national executive of the NDC, led by the venerable Honorable Esiedun Ketia, who they have become somewhat monarchical and almost dictatorial. Let me repeat. Well, almost, because I want to believe that maybe the venerable Honorable Esiedun Ketia is gone. I want to. Oh, Mama, no.
Can you please allow him to finish his statement?
I'm saying, say.
If you don't know how Ellis makes it, go and find out. Rather than using this
So why my man kasa, wo kasa me ma won kasa.
The time is almost up.
Imagine nyina oba. The American question nyina ne say I would have thought say the very highly experienced Esiedun Ketia, the venerable honorable. I would have thought say nkobe consultations. Impression a yenya on the street they say oh na NDC MP for no. So I say na so ohune no na anu abetna a public gallery honum. Them say anu a share space bi no a golden rimmed space na say what no. Na so this or the SOS on hawk. Na so wo hwe omuti sa akroma obachi akokwa awe no. We yes na me MP a meto aban say dem person to no. Eh na me can what why den. And we school prefect and obetwa ya chimpre. This is a leader, but I'm saying say the Esiedun Ketia, the venerable honorable Esiedun Ketia that we know, that I have known, was a man of consultation, behind the scenes operative, making things happen. And that's what what is happening right now is open daylight intimidation of the open broad daylight intimidation of members of parliament who were duly voted for. Oh, Mama, Soprano, see from the American say the venerable honorable Esiedun Ketia should get off the intimidation horse. One night one MP for no dear who show mu hanya public guy and why nim kusu
this is not the first time he
but then I Esiedun Ketia MP for no too much we are secret ballot one night honorable and venerable no,
there's no time for any banter. Or under 1 minute to wrap up, please. Under 1 minute.
You were sitting, Katia. It's not dictating. Every single decision taken by the party is a collective decision. The leaders of the party sat down, including the leaders of parliament, and make a decision and communicate it as such. So you can't refer to my man as a dictatorial, a dictator, whatever. I want him to draw that statement.
Thank you very much.
Mami can't NDC for. Ghana for Tiwa.
Under 1 minute, please.
Say omu adwin say omu kofa parliamentarians a omu fa omu ankasa. Omu adwin enye adwuma. Na omu beti obi na wa ye adwuma. We are going for ballot. Because
Soprano wrap up.
Oba M said the American say honorable the venerable honorable the honorable venerable Esiedun Ketiano. Let me okay, Mamenka say I think that he acted so dictatorially beyond and above what I ever expected of the honorable venerable. Thank you.
No, the chairman acted in the best interest of our party.
I was here for honey a day adwumade discussions ne be see be telephone lines na amamona mo de madwen chaba. Hello, good afternoon. Eba chodi ni baby afrefi. Hello. Ba chodi ni baby afrefi. Yes.
I can't feel problem.
Yo, yetio.
Irika mame fa apenya kesetia onabo bateja for the two frank ama PP. If you are not education minister Dr. Seya Waditu. Any other. Maybe sa asemia abeya ge asemia na nado atale no akasa adene dia e parliament. I mean just say NTC potentially Meta ya NDC palo de omo and say we ko kan be na ibia it omo ye bibia pese omo di asam say na nado so o you go ma omo ni tia it is who fi so be ye the come brother ba na say ye some no say ye 20 years and say ye mo
and was fine hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Eba chodi ni baby afrefi. Yo, yanko.
Yeah, we need to get into the area. I think any from the same show margin, each episode. Omuni move back. Monjena. You see parliament, you know. I know one Casamo Mama. Yeah, that no, I could janus. It you know, when you catch a baby and to a two and I now mobile radio, I can Macadon BIAMAH. And for your trouble, one on the for I am Piania the Adena. I still didn't get the idea. On one at the Omba Cornas and at the Omba Boffo. No, before Moon is near my thing and the gun. They will say yes. They are Mamuna. Monsieur, Mammy, Papa, and Yama,
man aye akugwado aye pa kwan ni maza project ya waye pa.
That's say hello, good afternoon. If I showed any baby afrefe.
Nyamishra watu weye unya bako brain forms general manager plus 1 2 3. Mami mabawa fili kese we so dey mentia homeboy adenta or say adenta for modern under 14,000 votes or BIAMAH or batise kakai. Me the American say me da NDC for MP for nase. Na omato abama Ghana na di. Because ye papa jo mama Conformonia or so of them kura bonutim is a minor codicia. Bow bread. And if one woman left and right. Yes, sure, so we are just ordinary person or Makoto. Even we are doctors, economists, lawyers. Now who I see you doing a bicycle repair, now better so no MP photo a banco.
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon. If I showed any baby afrefe.
Mami BIAMAH flemi keke make us a flea American town kinky house. Baby, I have a kum a brief and one and a imagine. Mami BIAMAH me come as them swa. And never man penny that Mahama air con to a bona, wabicha to be war, a utusenia caswa. Or see what basso, man penny, was this who are dying near noon, Eddie am I utusenia for. Mami BIAMAH second school bar coupe, and a papanesi, and no cry war found call. Obua okwa wose watutu bohos bebre dia maka so afo obua oba tampa me bi se wakumfi adawro ma na se adwuma we nyina akoso Mami BIAMAH bra besin bla behye ekwan o mampani dada mahama eba ye so wutu senya wa ba beye efri eyi kaso adi ko new road amasaman ni nyina tutu Mami BIAMAH nya photos we ye my ho e no mampani dada mahama pes kwaye New road here, Cocosi Liberia campus. Nina mani amahohurako. Inti akwani.
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Pacho dini baby afrefe.
Only have I'm MP to Bacope. That's a free station. W. Awoya Pally. Then this for a paya or more. That Parliament dresser, a binding your baby on popular. Pipe or Mompire or Mopa, I don't know. Such as a binding your baby and quiet bonnet Magana. And Uncle Party on Sister or the family. And you think that Yamiase. And when you miss a boss or once a bow by a woman Danasi, who am an Antabang. I can see a pa comment area sing a pandemic where he non can use the Oswa. But why am I any of the to say, Mamma, supposed to be a one as this. Yeah, what about it? Ghana have no supposed to bear now when he be also.
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon. The Pacho dini baby afrefe.
Agunaba MPD, Civica,
Yeah.
BMG. Sanya binia keke ebeka ye no o man peni deda wekim kon lan so emba bi wabobon to awo kaso ha nanu guzu so waye interchange mame BMG mame kan se mi Ghana for say interchange ye ekwanya se be eye be 3 years and say 4 years aba ko betumi afa na obi so afa top that way eye fly over eno man peni deda obebe ye ene ko fo so kwan po na yu ama Basket na your percentka every year so much what is hano and that's so egina enkoye ofa ekwanya ya masaman road then the get kind man hope and one so why kwanya am go to say school so be to with schools go pe na wo elfanko ha check nka o ma gene senka parliamentary santi NDC for no nka o muntu entia ye MPP ministers na o mampani ekufado wa
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Me Pacho dini baby afrefe.
Mr. Cote, me so too.
Me Pacho yeti Mr. Cote.
Yeah, me da say. Ever say MP only. No other baba no ready so no more car. It's like almost second of foot before. No. The same other more car, like almost second of foot before because they don't mind the corner. And yes, I don't know to catch a car of food. Me call again so. dating and another. What is back clear? I will gain also. Let the Kufoya Bisano. I say, yeah, they are going to for basis or so. President Mesa Bisano. I say, yeah, they are going to for basis or so. Mama Bisano. I say, yeah, they are going to for basis or so. Nanado Kwasi is about to happen. Obviously, who do Yakupo, if you will see a Friday, I'm a Yakupo, you cannot come clear on lesbianism. Share NDC episode now, I'm to about Edman and Adu nomination. They must bow down their head in shame.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kote. Thank you so much. Ahani adi and causing in ABC. I was here for Sadaka Sia and Koma guest name is Eka Womo. Nana Kwame at the day of the NPP. Evans Samo of the NDC. And a soprano of the CPP. Wadaroma and Obabuama and Komotuchena Yadisha. So, what would me friend was sending message. Munina, Madame was say. Me sorry so na Ula Michael Ababeje Jazz Sadaka Senkoma production crew. Yo Damia Drumak Jeros Aji my friend Ma and Afi Nana Yao Safo. One the bomb chidom mamidi jumedi ebrem midi edemami BIAMAH AKWAFO. Yame ya dumwa ya wada no ebesenshia makrao. So